Oh, easier. Did you lose Sonny? Did you just leave him in a room with two aliens?
Listen, he just decided that he didn't want to be cognizant anymore, and so he just shut down, and I just left. I was, you know how Sunny is when he gets to sleep mode.
That is true. That is very
Well, I mean, he's just like asleep.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
We found the most fun place ever. Do you want to go back with us?
Sure.
Look, we got these fun hats, and you give them money, and then you get more money from playing games.
Wait, we're going back to the place where we lost
Who
all of
said
our money?
we could go back to the casino?
Let's go back to the place where we lost all of our money. That's what I'm
We
hearing
also
right now.
won so much money.
I'm pretty sure we won it and then we lost it, if I recall correctly.
Plus, we have more money, so then we could win more money, and then if we just stop at the right time this time, then we'll have a bunch of money.
But isn't that like how addiction starts? Like,
No, that is not how addiction starts. That's from doing something. This is good. More money is good. By the way, Kezia, you said that Sonny's asleep. I know for a fact that we have a lot of money in his tummy. So if we're close to where you guys found an inn, I could go get that real quick, and then we could all meet back at the casino.
No, we're just still on. Is the boat still there?
What boat?
No, sorry, we sent you and Sunny to find an inn last time. That's what you were doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's decently close.
Okay, so I'll go get Sonny's tummy money. You guys go back to the casino. I'll meet you there in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna sprint.
Can I insight check Morak?
And Morak starts running towards wherever our inn is.
Addicted.
Zeka, go ahead and roll insight check.
Can someone roll that for me? I literally do not have any way to get on Roll20 right now.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
You know what the greatest part is? I can just lie about whatever role he gets, so I can just tailor this however I want.
Don't secret roll it.
Yeah, you got a third. No, you got a 9. He's making, Zeka. The more you think about it, you didn't lose the money. But to be fair, that's because you went against Morak's idea of the hot table. You went against it. You should have doubled down, in fact. In fact, you really think it might be a good idea to go even further on this gambling thing.
You know what? I'm on board. Let's do it.
As you guys make your way to the tavern that Kezia found, the Big Dog Rum Distillery Company opens its doors to all of you.
To be fair, just Morak ran back to get Sunny's tummy money.
Okay. Just Morak?
I'm sprinting.
Morak, as you enter the Big Dog Rum Distillery Company, the main floor, you're immediately struck by how empty it is. Well, that's not true. It's more that everyone turns towards you and begins shuffling to the other side, with just with sideways glares and glances, grumblings. You hear every now and again, fucking new Panther generation assaulted an old woman and then they fucking get away with this. That was my base. I put a down payment on that just a month ago, and now just kind of different grumblings. But coming forth, as you look around for Sonny, you're struck with the fact that he is magically disguised and didn't tell you what he looks like. So you're looking for a person who is asleep, standing perfectly vertical in a building that you're not sure of. Go ahead and roll investigation.
But you said, do I have advantage because you explicitly said everyone went to one side of the room?
But
so I have a 50-50 shot that he's the one dude standing there with his eyes closed.
Sunny could also be in a room, like in a private room, because he was with the two agents. Right? It's not like you can just go barge into every private room.
You absolutely can, and you absolutely should. Do it.
Now, luckily, for some reason, Sonny did not go to a room. And by sheer luck, he was on the opposite side that people then moved away from. So you do just see this roughly 7-foot tall hulking man, humanoid, standing perfectly vertically, staring at what seems to be the corner of the room, not moving, not even breathing, but you can tell, you can feel it. You can feel that that's Sunny right there. Mostly because as you walk up to him and slap him on the back, your hand hurts because you slap just a metal body.
Thank God he wasn't breathing, because he doesn't do that, and that would be really weird if he started now. I'm just talking to myself, and I go, I give him, I like scooch over as everyone's like kind of staring at me, but I wait a little bit. I like have a fake conversation with him. I give him a hug, and I just slide my hand into his belly, grab some coins.
David, you're gonna need like 5 different checks here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll performance and then stealth for me.
I'm great. I'm great. I'm
It's a
great.
really convincing a hug right there.
And then just straight stealth.
Yeah, just straight
You don't
stealth for you to
Sleight of
win.
hand.
Well, I have heavy armor on.
As you get in there, well, you're wearing heavy armor, and you remember he has kind of a bender door, so you have to reach it open and then grab the thing of coins. So there's just this ching 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 that you're just hoping people weren't paying very much attention to.
Okay, to distract from his jingles, Morak then, after giving the hug with his hand in it, he then comes out and he like fixes like the front of his armor, like his cock piece, and he's like, "Don't act like you're not jealous." Then he walks away real quickly.
They all look at you. The assembled crowd looks at you. Then you see one of them. It looks to be a tiefling fellow. Walk over to Sunny. Are you okay? Was that okay? Do you need to talk to someone? As Morak leaves the room.
Oh no.
Morak, you make breakneck pace back. Takes you a whole 3 minutes conveniently to get back to, even though you're navigating a city you've never been to before. You know the way. You know the siren song of that casino as it pulls you in. Oh, Kezia and and Artuk, who is now cognizant, and Zeka for that matter, who is now cognizant as well. You're all just
Well, I think I kind of had a vision for Ode like walking away and then meeting up, like coming out of the casino and meeting up with the group as maybe they walked up.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so Ode had walked away from you guys, and as you reapproach the casino, you see Ode come out, and she looks pretty frustrated, and she goes up to Artuk and Zeka and looks around for Morak and doesn't see him quite yet, and snatches the fedoras off of their heads, and she says, "Okay, guys, so kind of bad news. These fedoras that I bought for us at the casino did have a mild psychic curse on them to affect our decision-making abilities." Oh, Will, do you need me to repeat that?
I think just repeated. He's muted right now.
Okay. So Ode snatches the fedoras off of everyone's heads and says that they had a mild curse affected our psychic ability. Apparently, they're just supposed to encourage you to like gamble more, but we bought them as we were leaving the casino, and then made a bunch of bad decisions at the competition. Like, they totally saw that it was us sabotaging everyone during the baking competition. Apparently, you're not supposed to get that violent during the brawl. They should have told us, to be fair, they totally should have told us not to be that violent. And then they're kind of upset that that we smashed all the instruments at the Battle of the Bands. And actually, the Better Business Bureau and the Moral Compass are both run by the Turnmaw Goblins. So that's how I figured that out. I just kind of went in and found a goblin, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they're looking for you." And actually, they kind of want us to like go meet with the Turnmaw Goblins because they're pretty mad. So like, I'm sorry, I bought us the hats. Not on me though. Don't know why they were selling cursed hats. That's pretty shady. But yeah, we gotta go meet with the goblin. That's kind of on me. I'll say it's more on them though.
Morak, you walk up.
Okay, guys. So, and Sunny's told me I grabbed about like 76 gold pieces.
God. And she like takes the hat.
Oh my hat!
A feeling of calm logic washes over you, Morak, as you think gambling. That doesn't seem like a good idea. But you know what you could really go for? A nice Sudoku right now.
Does anybody else remember? I think I broke a man's leg today.
It's all a bit of a blur, frankly. It feels like it was weeks ago, and even then it was weirdly silly in my head to begin with. It must be the hat, but
Yeah, it feels like it was like a literal month ago, even though it was tonight, apparently like an hour ago. Or
yeah.
It's only been an hour and a half. Canonically. We got
Yeah.
to the casino at 7:30 in the evening. It's only 9:06.
Well, sounds like word really spread fast about that then, cause like I mean I was heading out of there and I heard stuff about our group, so
Oh yeah, we
So-
did give them our group name, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
actually the goblin inside told me that they were trying to find us to like set up a meeting anyway, so maybe we can just like go back inside.
Do you guys head back into the casino, having learned this wondrous information?
Goodness.
Yeah. Let's head back in and hear what they have to say at least.
As you all walk,
If anything, it's kind of convenient that the Better Business Bureau and the Moral Compass are both run by the goblins, so like we only have one organization mad at us, really.
Fair. I mean, is it just one organization? If it's like lots of like you still call those never mind, let's go inside.
how the hell did he know about divesting your businesses?
We were just in Harry and Magi with like 18 political structures that I had to keep track of. I got a crash course.
The business is like a funnel where there's a bunch of people and all of them see to a different person, then they go to a different person. It's like a funnel.
Anyway, as you all walk inside, you see Mr. Humphrey Turnmaw, the underboss of the casino, welcome you back in, and then see Ode and be like, welcome back. Are you here to partake in our festivities some more?
No, one of these lovely attendants over here told me that perhaps someone from the Better Business Bureau wanted to talk to us, and also we're a little angry at you for selling cursed hats, I think.
I didn't make you buy the hat.
What was that?
I didn't make you buy the hat. That was your decision.
You know what? I did not read the fine print on the hat.
To be fair, it's right there, written in Goblin.
Turns the fedora over and sees language written in Goblin.
Do you know
cause reckless actions.
Morag reads it
Not
and he's
wear
like,
while pregnant.
Morag reads it and he's like, "Yeah, forgot you're supposed to read hats before you put them on."
It says, "Do wear if trying to become pregnant."
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's a fedora. Looks sweet.
So,
Right.
what are our next steps here, Mr. Turnmaw?
Give me 1 second. I must contact the auditor. He gives a dramatic stare in the distance. That'll
Ooh.
take me about 15, 20 minutes. Just give me a second. And he just grabs one of the attendants. Is like, go, yeah, all right. Just go and grab the auditor. I
Sorry.
know we have to do it. It's part of the civil code. All right, we don't like it either.
I guess we'll just stand here and chat for the next 15 minutes. So,
Well, we're sure as hell not going to gamble.
well, I mean,
You do notice a slot machine is
Oh my
is
God,
in the waiting
David.
area.
How many of these hats did we buy?
I think 6, 5, because there were 5 of us last time.
I
yes,
mean, these
Yeah.
are these are like I can think of situations where these are fairly useful magic items to have. Like, for the sake of putting on someone else's head.
Oh, okay.
But we could just return them.
Well, I don't think they'll give us our money back or anything.
Yeah, they did explicitly say about 45 minutes ago that they were not be able to be returned.
They're non-refundable items.
Yeah, I don't know what that sign is, but I'm imagining it says no takesy backsies in Goblin.
It does say no takesy backsies. It does explicitly say that. Well, actually, it just says takesy backsies, but it's got the circle with the line through it over the sign. So I think that means no takesy backsies.
So, Kezia, how's your evening?
Oh, it was very chill actually. I went around town looking for various snacks for Bailey. Went with Sunny to go get some more tea. It was very relaxing. It's like chill. Other than and then I dropped him off because I heard some things coming on with you guys, and he was sleepy and got boring. So I came over here. You guys.
Yeah, I do want to bring up that he's just staring at the corner of the inn.
What? I left him upstairs.
No, you didn't.
Maybe,
He's just,
maybe he is very slowly making his
turn-
way to us.
has
I
anybody
turn
ever
and I look
noticed-
at Bailey and I'm like, I thought you left him upstairs. And then Bailey like looks up at me and is just like
To be fair, all of us typically sleep while he's on night shift, since he doesn't sleep. But he does shut down. Has anybody ever noticed that he walks around?
Does he? Is that what's going on there?
Like, are there any apps running in the background on him that make him walk around?
He has data roaming is really the problem.
Thank you, Grumsh.
You got it. At this moment, you see the doors kick open, lightning strike in the background, and a about 2.5 foot tall gnome walks in with a clipboard, wearing like Poindexter glasses, overalls with like a pins, or not overalls, suspenders with like a striped suit. As he walks in and starts heading towards all of you.
It's just Tom from that one Tom and Jerry. Never mind, I should.
Bring the rats into this.
Adam, you don't have to read yourself. There's literally only 4.
It's fair.
No one's gonna get that reference. I'll just leave.
That's basically exactly what happened. I realized like half a sentence in, I was like, I don't know how to describe this well enough to get across what I mean. Sorry for the disruption.
You shouldn't be allowed to talk anymore.
This
Archer,
gnome,
you can hold on to our cursed hats for a while until we figure out what to do with them.
All right, I can do that.
I don't. What do you think?
Are they cursed or enchanted?
I
It's
don't know.
viewer,
Because
really.
he's the one that's cursed, so I don't know if the hats would like make it a double curse or possibly counteract. the
Morak, you're not
curse.
wearing the hat, or you can start acting intelligent.
Oh yeah. It's been a long hour and 45 minutes.
I asked if maybe orcs are more affected by something like that.
Yes, let's run with that. Not because I'm loopy from 8 hours of driving.
I tried.
he makes an additional note on his clipboard as this conversation goes on.
Yes, Mr. Auditor. Is that your name?
The name is Boris Balthazar of the Better Business Bureau. The Auditor. He looks off in the distance.
Dun dun dun.
It's BB.
Nope. That is what my wife may call me. We don't have that relationship yet.
Yes.
Is there someplace you would like to talk? Like, is in this casino right now? Or maybe they have like a conference room?
Let's move to the conference room. Lightning strikes. Now, these storms are really wild tonight. Star wipe over into the conference room. Alrighty.
Like a modern conference room.
It is It's like from an office building, but not like an upscale one. It's like got the folding chairs that have like a little, what would it be called? Like a tablecloth thrown over them to look fancier, but if you like nudge them even a little bit, they have like this wild shake. One of the legs isn't even. It's just every time you try. Anyway,
Reminiscent of the OSU orientation.
yeah. Yep, 1-to-1.
It's just the room we used to play D&D in. It's just that. In Houston. It's just that room.
All right. So you're the new Panther generation, huh? Writes it down.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, confirm their identity. And could I just get all of your names for the record?
I was not involved with this. I'm just involved
That
with them.
wasn't the question.
I'm here as a witness only.
She
Can
also
I get your name for the witness registry?
Yes, Kezia.
All right. Oh, make a perception check.
Oh, actually, can you pull up my character sheet? Sorry.
No, DM, you make a character.
All right, fine.
No, not you.
Mary, that's not the
Me.
mouse.
You see underneath Kezia's name, you see the word belligerent quickly written.
Oh, okay.
I will fight him.
Do you say that out loud?
No,
Version, one might say.
Alrighty. Now let's get down to brass tacks. We all know what you did.
actually, I don't. Could you please remind me?
Oh,
He only wants to know that short person's name, and that's it.
what?
Did you want to say he got everyone else's name too?
He just got Cassius, and that's it. Now we're moving on.
No, he gets Kezia's name, calls her belligerent, and moves on.
I hate it.
Miss Kezia belligerent. Alright.
What are you looking
All right.
for?
Well, to answer your question, we currently have some accounts of, let's see, destruction of public property, use of unlicensed magic items, assault.
Wait, what
Uh,
are these magic items?
Oh, that would be for the fedoras. Those are only meant to be used within the casino.
That was not that one. I dispute already because
What do they do when you're outside of the casino?
Well, the same thing they do while in the casino. They basically just remove impulse control. Well, not remove, dampen it.
How are we supposed to know? It doesn't say it on the fine print.
yeah,
No, it's on the back of the hat. And
it
on
only
the-
said it in Goblin, and I don't think we should be expected to read Goblin or know which magic items are licensed or not.
Starts writing it down. You come into my city and claim, oh, I don't know the law, so that means I don't have to follow it, huh? Uh-huh. What was your name now?
It was.
H. Belligerent.
It.
Did you seriously?
Belligerent.
I don't know. Don't worry. They're weird.
Anyway, assault, asterisk, within a public setting, asterisk, asterisk, within a combative setting, asterisk, asterisk, asterisks, extreme only in... What was the word I was looking for there? What's the word I'm looking for here? Contextual. That was the word I was looking for. All right, so we have assault in a public setting, contextual, destruction of public property. Yes, sabotage of a public event. Thought there was a fourth one. Anyway. Oh, right, noise pollution. That was the last one.
I don't dispute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That one's on us.
All right. So let's just go down there. So you're saying that the use of the magic items was because you weren't duly informed, huh?
Yes.
All right. And who was the party that provided you the items?
It was the casino.
God damn it, Humphrey. All right. And you definitely, we have many witnesses to you breaking the communal instruments, so
Is
Yeah,
it impacted that we were under the influence of the magic
That would
items?
probably make it worse. Destroyed things under the influence.
Nice.
writes it down. Alright, noise pollution. I mean, I thought it was pretty
That's death.
death. Alright, and assault extreme contextual. Oh, and leading to death. One moment.
Well, okay, that one was in the brawl, and the guy was revived. So
But we might get sued by the Cerulean Eye Monastery if we wait long death, because they did die next to the subway.
well, that's something we can deal with this ruling.
I'll get a lawyer.
Alright. So basically what this comes down to is you're all newbies in town.
Yeah, what do we get a trial? Do we pay a
Do we
fine?
fight something?
I'm gonna cut you all some slack. You've been here, what, 2 days?
2 hours.
4 hours.
Like 4
Wow,
hours.
you all don't mess around. Okay. Are you all planning to stay here in town?
We don't know. It seems
No.
pretty fun. It seems like we could be here for a long, long time, but canonically it's only like 6 hours.
Maybe
Should
what
I
I'm
get
saying
a
is that
recap
we
on
could
the
be
end?
encouraged to leave.
Maybe what I'm saying is this. If you all, rather than take this to trial, which will detain you here and inevitably cause more wild shit to happen all around you over the next 3 months that takes, why don't you all just be gone by tomorrow? Why don't we call it at that? However, I am going to need one thing from you. So, your options here are community service or a 75 gold fine.
Is that per individual or per count?
No, 75 total. Or just a little bit of community service.
What kind of community service?
He actually pulls it out. There's just there's like a ream of paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like just a ream of paper. Basically, I'm just gonna need you to head around and collect some paperwork, hand out some paperwork for a few people, and that'll be all it is.
Hand out some paperwork for a few people? What does that mean?
I'm gonna need you to head over to the Cerulean Eye, find a Master Lucullus, hand him the resurrection paperwork, and hand him his tax credit status for services rendered.
Hey, Byron, you wouldn't mind doing that, right?
We're gonna need you to head on over to the Turnmall Clan. Oh, that's in here. That'll actually be pretty easy for you.
I just
Give
say it.
out a written citation for use of restricted mind magic. The hats.
Ah,
Gonna need you to head on over to the slaughter pits, find Cabal the Skinner, and give him a notice of a fine for overdue parking and animal cruelty.
I think Byron's got this, guys.
And
we should either pay the fine or we should do it.
I think Byron's itching to do this. He loves community. It's a great story for him.
oh, here's the last one. Hold on a second. He actually pulls out just a small, like a 3-page, 3 pages of paper, and hand out a citation for excessive citations to Boris Balthazar. He turns it around and hands it to you guys.
I kind of want to do the paperwork. It sounds more fun.
I mean, we're gonna be here for another day, one way or the other. Like, they're saying get out by tomorrow. Basically, they're like, get out by tomorrow and pay us money, or get out by tomorrow and use the time you're gonna be here to do something other than sit in an inn.
Yeah.
It
Community
is
service.
9:30 at night. I will point that out.
Wait, tomorrow, 5 a.m. or tomorrow, afternoon?
Yeah, when should we?
What's our
Say
time frame?
I'm gonna say 24 hours.
Oh.
All right. So how about this then? How about tomorrow we all get up bright and early. Very first thing, we go down to the docks and we charter a boat out of here that leaves at whatever time it leaves at within 24 hours of now, and then we spend the rest of the day doing this.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I kind of feel good about giving back after we like destroyed their
Yeah, and
competition.
I mean, like, that gives us a bunch of free time to go to the casino again.
Oh my god.
I'm joking. I don't really want to go to the casino. I really, really want to go to the casino.
You didn't need the hat, I guess.
We're
You
just,
just unlocked something in him.
I just haven't played Wizard Chess in months. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
See you later. Can I have
can
the
you,
papers?
can you give us that citation for excessive citations?
Oh, yes, here you are. Ah, shit. He hands you another one for excessive citations to hand to himself.
It's actually, he gets 1 citation per citation that he gives out above the threshold, but the issue is that he has to give out the citation for himself, so every time he gives one over, he needs to give another one over for the one that he just gave over.
Maybe that's why we're doing it instead of him, because it doesn't count if like we do it for him.
This makes so much sense.
Except that in character.
Yeah,
Are we out of the casino yet?
You are still in the conference room with him.
Guys, let's go, and we can
Wait.
discuss not in his office. It's 9:30 at night.
Good-
This is
I thought
ridiculous.
we were in the constable's office.
You're in a conference room in the casino.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, good to meet you, Mr.
Althazar.
Balthazar.
He just looks at the citation work. I need you to hand it to me physically, otherwise it doesn't count.
Oh, we're getting these out tomorrow.
Did you
Yeah,
not see my
I'm
motion?
literally right here.
Yes, but we'll get it out tomorrow. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Doing object play, David.
I was an object
I was running
interaction.
to Adam saying, no, we'll do it tomorrow. When you're in the room with him, with the paperwork in your hand.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'll just give the one that we have to get to the casino as we're leaving.
That's fair.
That's probably fair. Yeah,
Open.
saves us a trip.
Mr. Humphrey Turnmaw meets you on your way out.
I mean, the
So should we like check in with you on our way out, or like, are we good?
Are you
Like,
talking
just
Mr. Turnmaw or Mr. Balthazar?
Mr. Balthazar.
Mr.
there.
Balthazar before we
okay.
leave.
I'll come find you. You all seem to have a way of attracting attention.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now that we're outside of the casino, guys. If we have to leave tomorrow and charter a boat, what's he gonna do if we don't do this?
Okay, we already left one city, and it was that one city in Faldoran where we are definitely like fugitives and wanted there. So I want to have one city where we can come back to and maybe be in their good graces.
Okay, I'm just saying the likelihood of us coming back to a city is very low. There's new cities all the time.
Well, this one has a Cerulean Eye Temple.
Oh, that is true. But they don't know your name.
The Cerulean Eye Temple? Yeah, they do.
No, he doesn't. He wrote it down as it.
Well,
of the new
Okay,
Panther
let's go to
generation.
he knows New Panther Generation.
That's
So
true.
I think that
We just named ourselves that like a month ago.
Yeah, good. Let's
It
go to
is
bed.
really
We're
good.
taking up time.
It is.
Sure,
Anyway,
yeah.
as you all night rolls into day, it comes into 5 a.m. the next morning.
Or whatever.
Mhm.
There's 3 nugs left.
I suppose we should start by heading down to the docks. Let's start with the ship to get ourselves out of here, because that might need to, we might need to go on their schedule or whatever. And then we'll head to the paperwork, and we'll do it one by one.
Yeah, that sounds
I think
pretty
there's
good.
only 2 paperwork things left too. So
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
That does remind me. Yeah, Morak, as you're leaving Mr. Humphrey Turnmaw, he's like, "Thank you for giving me. Yeah, thank you for this." Shakes your hand. You see just 2 pieces of electrum set is just placed in your hand. Just that subtle invitation back in.
Coin looks around. He puts it in his coin purse and then walks away saying nothing.
Anyway,
As he then leaves the room to throw away trash.
oh, here's my.
You don't want to finish yours?
make sure we don't throw this thing.
Okay, so we head over to the docks, which there appear to be a lot of docks in this city.
Mhm.
The Dax.
I'm
Ah,
s-
Oh, yeah, background.
yeah, docks.
But yeah, as you all, this is a port town. There's the Delphinus Port Authority. You see their flags in this. They seem to be kind of the resident, not owners strictly, but kind of authority on this Yes, Mary? Oh, sorry. Kind of the resident authority within this quarter of the city. But yeah, you see there are ships aplenty. You don't know their destination necessarily, but you feel confident that you could look around and start kind of finding progress. How do you guys begin?
David, can you remind us where we're going?
Adam, actually, I feel like can kind of tell
Sure.
a little better.
Can you pull up the world map, David?
One
That's the
moment.
easiest way for me to show.
Yes, everyone remember to pay tribute unto the ghost that rules the world.
All right, so we're actually moving along the outside of this Pac-Man roast that's been written here, but let me grab my draw tool.
It's the ghost that rules the world, Adam. Pay it the respect, or Artug might find a little accident on the high seas.
So we are here in Leon right now, right?
Mhm.
We need to end up in the woods with this little X on them where I grew up for if we're doing my stuff here next. So the way to do that would be essentially to take a boat out around and down towards Gautera. So there's probably some port where they land, some smaller port, either like, along here or up here or something like that. We can get in towards Gautera from, and then it's a short walk from Gautera into the woods. So something like one of those two types of paths. So from Leon to Gautera.
South of Gautera.
Yep.
I guess as we're well, no, that wasn't character, was it?
No,
Oh.
it was
I mean,
enough.
yeah,
character.
Artuk would have said something akin to that.
Yes. So I forget from who, it's been a while. But we were told of there being other Warforged or a scavenger of Warforged artifacts and schematics being relatively close to here by boat. Am I correct, Grumsh?
You are correct. Do
What?
you remember?
Where is this pulling
I
from?
remember
Black market.
I remember it was at the black market, so like 3 months ago.
Oh.
If you wrote it down, you can just have the answer. Otherwise, you'll have to make a history check to remember where it was.
It was Laventine.
There.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember that it was next to Lavender Sea, and I remember that being a little bit spot on for the city next to a sea. But
Oh, you mean like Atlanta, bordering the Atlantic?
Or Atlantic City.
yeah, I know. I just like it was the one. Only one city gets it.
Fair.
Also, Atlanta doesn't border the Atlantic.
Yeah, Atlanta is landlocked.
Yeah, it's landlocked. The whole state is,
Oh,
right?
No.
No. Oh wait, no,
Not at
it's
all.
not. I was thinking of the one next. Yeah, no.
No, I'm pretty sure you are right about Atlanta, though. I think you are correct. I think it's a little further in, so
It's
I'm
a
wrong there.
And it is in the center of Georgia. Here's my note.
Atlantic City, then.
Atlantic City,
Yeah.
you're right.
Or New York, next to the New York Sea. But yeah, my point stands. I remembered something from 3 months ago.
From Schittsburg.
But yes, so I
Can you
will.
hear me?
I will mention that to the party. Do you want a pen?
No, it's fine.
I will mention that to the party. Granted, our Warforged is still in hibernation. I just feel that while he has, as our Warforged friend has, discovered himself recently, I feel like there are some mysteries that we might want to solve. And I know that your thing is quite urgent, Artuk, but I feel like this might be our only chance to be on this side of the world right now.
I mean, you did just we can ask Sunny, of course, but you did just say how little chance there was of us coming back to this city, and I kind of disagreed. Like, unless you think we're just gonna stop being like a group together anytime soon, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to come back and support Sunny if he wants to come meet this guy. I don't know. Do you think you're gonna stop adventuring with us when you get married?
I haven't really thought about it that far ahead. I mean, I probably could, but like if we have a child or something, I'd have to watch that.
You can bring the child.
No,
No.
no, that's very against all culture. The dad has to stay with the children.
You don't have to
Don't have a child.
right away. Like, I don't want to dictate your family.
This is
but-
fantasy times, and orcs don't believe in contraceptives.
Yeah, who would
It's
adventure
hard for
with
you
a
to say
child?
there's
That's
not
crazy.
one chance ever to go to Laventine as a group.
I just felt like it was kind of close.
Come out as a group, and you will be watching your child and not be with us if you have to pick.
You know, that's true. Okay, well, we can put it to a vote if we want to go there. I don't know how long it would take.
We can ask Sunny if it's really important to him, and we can also ask Archuk because this would affect his timeline.
Yes.
So, Archuk, what do you think?
I mean, it's certainly close, but it's closer here than it'll be to like where we're going. But it is also sort of like, you know, it's as far from where we are now as like the ruins we just came from were. So it's definitely a bit out of the way, and I was a little worried about what happened in the Cobalt or the Cerulean Monastery there, where I accidentally, you know, started to hurt everybody and things around me with mushrooms and shit. So
Yeah, that seems a lot more pressing.
I might like I want to go and help all y'all with what you're doing, and if this is the one chance to help Sunny with something, then you know it is. But if it's not, if there's a chance it isn't the final option or the only time we could ever do it, then I worry more about hurting y'all along the way or afterwards than I do about doing it in a timely way.
Being over dramatic and trying to postpone him having to go back and get married.
A little bit, I'll be honest with that.
I mean, you know, we could just go back and forth, like go back after or something like that. It'll take even longer. You'll be able to avoid being married even longer.
Just feel like they'll know that I'm close.
Maybe you should have a conversation with Naz about your family life before you stress about it.
It's just that the last time I saw her, they said, like, the next time you see each other, you're getting married.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna have the baby right away.
You know, that's true.
No, Mary, orcs are legally they're considered hyper fertile. They can't not get pregnant.
They have a 1 week gestation period.
Baby out. Now,
Morak is not gonna have a fun week that time. Orc males carry the baby.
I'm gonna have a real fun week.
It's horrible. I just see why you decided you really wanted to go to Laventine.
It was there. It was there, and we're chartering a boat. Out of character, it was just close.
Charter a boat.
We can charter a boat around Cedar Point right here, and then go
boy. Achelia's rockin' Coral Coast.
There's that amazing amusement park in Coral Point. Well, we have to come back here, I think.
Or we could
For the
stop
kid.
because, like, be honest, what if Mortex's thing doesn't work out? This is one chance to go on a roller coaster.
Don't talk like that.
I know, I'm joking.
That was a funny joke.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Serious. Fantasies. Really serious.
Anyway, Artuk. Yeah, you pull out the map.
Sure. So yeah, that's the route that we'd be taking. We should find a boat to charter that way. I figure that the best way to figure out where to go would just be to ask somebody.
Typically you can.
Well, I think,
No, I don't know. I was gonna say like in movies they do this. I don't remember.
yeah, we can just see if anyone is going in that direction before we try to like hire a boat that would be just going there just for us.
Yeah.
Seems.
We'll walk around David Grumsh. The Grumsh.
Can you just call him David?
David. We're just gonna walk around the port. Can you tell us like what kind of ships they got and some crew members on the ships?
Absolutely. Yeah, as you guys go around, you see there is a pretty wide selection. So it seems like as the one shown, there are like sloops of war. There's like the occasional galleon with not cannons, but like basically ballista. You actually see one that's labeled a better business ballista. But as you go around, you see some that are more akin to kind of the what's it called, the barge that you guys rode in on, kind of that low, kind of that low in the water, and it's more designed to go inland rather than out over deep water. Some kind of passenger and like more like heavily built cargo ships that don't seem to have like a huge amount of like the open like slats for cannons or defense, and it's a lot more about just moving cargo. Smaller ships to accompany them, the odd fishing boat. There's a pretty wide selection. There's also different buildings just kind of along it. Like every 12 rows for port, there's like a little field box that's like a 12 by 12 little wooden structure just at the edge of the dock that just has Delphonis Port Authority painted on it. Small window and a more like
What
a
is
more
Delphonis again?
There's a bit from the one
Oh,
shot
it's like
we
a
did.
company, right?
Yeah, it's a company. They make motor oil and stuff.
They're the Delphonis Port Authority, is the
Oh.
company name.
I mean, if it's a trading company, they might be going all over.
Right?
Yeah, and there's just like these little outposts for where it's just like every now and again you see a guy come out wearing like a nicer, clean white shirt, like some tan pants, things like that, in and out, like be back in 15 for my lunch break. Kind of just a little more pedestrian.
I suppose I would just say perhaps I'll just walk up to the um like docks alongside a few dock ships themselves. Perhaps even closer to some of the bigger looking like either the trade ships or the cargo ships that are there, and find anyone who looks like they know what they're doing, are working, are involved in the trade down here. Excuse me.
Yeah. What? How can I help you? You see, like this one seems to be a
Terran accent.
half orc looking fellow, kind of like grayer skin, heavily like tattooed, like a tattoo sleeve running along, like anchors, like sea serpents running down the side, wearing yeah, just a pretty traditional looking dude, half orc with a like cutlass at his side. Ah, what can I do?
I'm from around Gautera, and I'm trying to get back out that way with a few friends, and we're looking for if anybody around here is headed out that way to begin with. Would you happen to know?
We're heading more towards Laventine, so that's kind of our particular fixation. But if you check with one of the post authority boxes, they will probably be able to set you on your way. I think
Wait, post authority?
port authority is what I meant to say there. One of the port authority boxes, they could probably give you a little more of who all is heading that way. I do think like 12 ships down. You see that one with the darker wood and the two-headed mermaid on the front?
Sure.
I think that's Auntie Mava's ship. I think she might be heading towards Galterra. I'm not 100% though.
And we could go ask. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I hand him like 2 silver.
Oh, hot damn. All right, I'll keep helping strangers from now on. And he continues to like go and load a few boxes. I will be right back. Hold on.
No, you're not allowed to take breaks.
All right.
I was convinced he was going to Gautera because he has the same accent as Artok.
Well, that's fair. I mean, maybe he's just from Gautera.
From Gautera.
Might be from
It
Gautera.
is like a largely there's a high orc population there, half orc rather.
Mhm.
Weird. Okay. I'm back.
Hello.
Rocket! I'm stopping Rocket from being able to snuggle Eric right now.
He just wants to chicken nuggies.
Yeah, you can get in there.
All right. What was your Adam? Did you just ask a question a second ago?
Oh no, we were just gonna head down towards the Darkwood ship that what was it? Auntie who?
Auntie Mava.
Mava. That Auntie Mava may or may not be taking to Gautera.
as you head on down, you do see it takes a couple minutes just kind of walking. There's like plenty of like trade and people like loading freight and cargo onto ships, offloading it, and you just are stuck like waiting for like sometimes like 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time as it's just going on. But you eventually get over to it, and it's not a huge ship. It's like how big is a schooner, Adam?
Like, you could probably walk from the back to the front of it in like 30 seconds.
Okay, that's about the size I was going for. And where you see like a relatively small schooner with
Around 5 rounds.
around 5 rounds, just hypothetically if it needed to. But with Darkwood, the kind of the two-headed mermaid at the front, you notice the mermaid actually has a beard. Both heads actually do, and it's just kind of parked in. And you see at the side just a handful of kind of deckhands, just kind of looking like sailors. So like assembled tattoos, like knives, cutlasses, the occasional crossbow, but not very many, kind of at their back as they're just loading up what seem to just be a good amount of kind of sealed wooden boxes. But at the side of it, you see dressed full on like over the top 1760s pirate gear with a incredible blue Commodore hat. You see a red-headed dwarf woman standing over and presiding over the whole loading process.
Ode leans over to Artuk and she says, if they're heading to Gautera, that would be great. We do have kind of a bad history with having burned dwarven sailors, and I know a lot of dwarven sailors are familial, so just like tuck that right in the back of your mind.
Literally,
Sure.
any boat we've ever been on was captained by a dwarven sailor.
And we turned them in to the police that
Yes.
that hated them.
I think even the barge we came on was a dwarf.
Oh well, we haven't turned that one in. So.
Yes,
Well,
there
you
were.
were
That one.
50-50.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, anyway.
All
Please
right. I will walk up to who I assume is Auntie Mava.
How you doing, laddie?
Hi. Well, mostly. It's a bit weird day. This is plural.
Ah, that's fine. Weird days are the best days. They let you have plenty of spice to your life. What can I do for you?
I heard you might, and perhaps first off, are you Auntie Mava?
Certainly I'd be Auntie Mava. You don't see anyone else out here calling me Auntie, do ya?
No, that's why I wasn't sure.
A fair point. Sorry, I've been a bit distracted, loading up a new shipment and all. Been up all kind of hours for the day.
No worries. I heard tell you might be headed towards Gautera. Is that right?
Why, that'd be right, lad. You have some business there? You need me to deliver something for you? Still got a bit of space in the cargo hold, so I could probably make something work.
Is there enough space for a few warm bodies? It's
Depends on the bodies.
business we've got there is taking us there, not our stuff there. If you'd be willing
So
to
you
take a
would
few
do it.
passengers. Nope, not what I was saying at all. I'm not sure how you
Gotcha.
made that
Just a
logical
little
leap.
joke there. Anyway,
Right.
How many are you? How many do we need?
7?
9, unless we're just abandoning.
10.
9, 10? What?
10. Don't we have a woman with us too?
Is Banya with us? I thought she
We
was.
have Banya
Anya's
and
not
then
with you currently. She's with Sunny, but yeah, she's an NPC still in your party.
10 people.
Right. Sorry, 10. My bad. I was miscounting.
Well, 7 people, 1 Ant-Man.
So certainly, it's a bit of weight and a bit of space, but
Any of you know how to work a ship?
Huh.
Not
Well, we have a couple people who are not very familiar with this world, but we could ask them.
No.
Also,
No.
I may not be very familiar
I'm
with
just
the
gonna
ship.
say no.
What is it, Kezia?
I may not be very familiar with the ship, but I'm kind of small and able to get into areas you might not be able to reach, and I have nimble fingers for that.
Oh, we have
So-
a young man who can produce who?
That's disgusting.
We have a young chef with us.
The chef.
Okay. There we go. We can probably put
Wait,
him to use.
You don't have
in
celiac disease, do you?
Dwarves have never known celiac disease. We killed it in our youth.
Yeah, okay, well, that's good.
Anyway, I could probably put him to use in the galley. You say you're small and can fit in there. There's always a handful of things falling in odd spots.
Sure, the rest of us are willing to do whatever you got. Just know that we're not skilled hands; we're unskilled hands.
Yeah, it's actually specifically a background that none of us have that we should be able to charge for your services, but also we could pay for it if that.
Yeah, and also, I suppose the one common skill we all share is that if you ever are in a tussle, we're pretty good for that.
All right.
Holds up her
I
fist.
look over the
She goes
ship.
like,
It's not
"Ha,
made.
ha."
Is it made of wood?
It's made of wood, yes, as most ships are.
I just blanch slightly.
Wait, why?
We don't. We have a good history of also setting boats on fire.
Well, that was
Yeah, but we always
purposeful.
do that on purpose.
Yeah.
I know, but
We haven't accidentally set a boat on fire.
No, not
Yeah.
one.
but almost every combat we've had on a boat,
Yeah, the boat, the combat with the mermaids.
the combat with the mermaids, we went to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No fire.
No fire. No,
Yeah,
no fire.
exactly.
Lots of lightning.
This is why I
What?
said almost. We're at a 50-50 ratio, man.
2 times.
Yeah.
Okay, we were just on the barge. We were just on the Arson Express. That
We
was.
didn't fight.
Well, and now you're just putting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
caveat.
Now you're just saying one time we lit a boat on fire. I don't know why you're telling this to the sea
The
captain.
semantics were every time we fought on a boat, which is why the thing that was brought up, half, almost
You're
every time.
saying the one time we fought someone on a boat that wasn't ours that we were trying to destroy, we set the boat on fire.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
pretty much. At least that's what Kezia is sitting here thinking. Is just like, ooh. We've also lit a boat on fire. Not gonna say that out loud though.
Hey, you know how I said that we had an interesting couple days?
Yep.
If you took us there, you'd have an interesting couple too, and you just said those are the spice of life.
You said 10, right?
That's the number.
Give me a few minutes. I need to do some quick maths. But probably.
She'll do it for plot purposes. Let's
Alright.
go.
No, I've decided you haven't passed your security check. Sorry, you have to go around. You have to find another ship. No, yeah, she wanders off for a few minutes while David does some quick math.
Should we try to find another option
I think
Like-
we can find another option after we talk to
to
her.
negotiate or something?
We could go see if we could charge her a carriage or something.
Yeah, I mean, let's hear her offer at least. I mean, she's gonna be
Wait.
back in a couple minutes.
Like a not boat?
Like a water carriage.
Like a not boat.
Do you have a thing against boats now, Kezia?
No, it's just that's an alternative option.
Each
Oh,
time,
no, I mean-
each time
I
we
mean-
fought on a carriage,
I meant like a different boat.
we lose the carriage pretty quickly.
Well, we've never
I
had
mean,
a
if
fight
she,
with
if
a
she's willing
carriage.
to take us, it's not like we need to have good
Yeah.
negotiating power or anything.
Water
Yeah,
carriage.
let's hear her out. If it sounds fair, we'll just take it at face value. If it doesn't sound fair, we'll negotiate it. Or if she's not willing to take us.
Thinking, I know we have to go back to this Cerulean and I, and Archek, don't feel like you have to come to that one if you don't want to. Did we learn anything from them, or did they just kind of like do that test with you, and then they were like, oh shit, and then we left?
No, they had a bunch of information like back it was not the most relevant in the whole world or anything like that, but they were the first people I've talked to who were like, yeah, Blightwalkers, that we got a history about them. We've got books written about it. We've got people who've experienced it. It was all sort of doom and gloom. So they basically said that everybody gets it and then dies, or kills things or something like that. But at least I heard that it's precedented, which was, information that I'd only sort of gleaned from the side at that point.
Yeah, because I think some other piece of information we might still need that I don't think that they knew is where specifically to go, or is that something that your visions will be able to guide us on, Artuk? Or if
So-
we could ask people where to go, would that be helpful?
So it's been a little bit since I got told anything, since I had any vision towards it. But the last one that I had that pointed me in that direction, there's sort of oracle type, almost I thought it was like a myth grown up type character who supposedly lives around there, or within the woods that raised me. And I I got told essentially that I need to go speak with her, and that would have been real easy if I was still as connected with the land as I used to be, because it used to be able to just, I mean, the cool part about being in the herd is that we're so tied to that set of woods that we can almost sort of talk to it and see it, like have it lead us places, and things like that. But that sort of got severed when I started having the blight. So I'm hoping that, or my only thought is, right, there's a grove that we go to first get connected with the forest around there when we first do our sort of initiation rite. Um, and I wonder, that's almost the holiest place for all of our herd. I was thinking maybe I could try going back there and see if it's holy enough to let me talk to the woods even through the blight or something like that. Because I think that if I could just talk to the forest a little bit, I could find her.
And what's the name of the spirit, the myth?
She didn't. She was sort of nameless. She never really had a. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. This is Adam misremembering. There was a name associated, David. I have it written down somewhere, but it's been so very long that I've forgotten the name that you gave me.
The Wild.
That was the. I thought there was a woman's name.
No, the Wild is the spirit. The woman's name is Ashira.
Right. Thank you.
No, Ashira.
Shira.
Shira.
So for the wild, the
Woman
wild is
wild. David
the.
or Adam.
What was it? Sorry.
Wait, so there's the wild, which is the spirit, and then who's the woman?
Is that the woman that I've been seeing, or was that the oracle that?
That was the oracle you contacted. Was
Okay.
Ashira. The Wild, as best you can tell, is that spirit, but you've never gotten a firm name on it. It's kind of just circumstances have led you to believe that.
Understood. And that's what's amorphously located somewhere in the woods there. And Ashira is the woman in my dreams slash the oracle lady who I've talked to. Okay, I'm following. Thank you. Sorry, I got a little fuzzy there.
You're good.
Oh, just so I can understand, we're heading to the grove so that Artuk can potentially reconnect with the wild, or we're heading to the grove so that Artuk can find Ashira.
I'd be headed to the grove so Artuk, I'm Artuk, so that I could reconnect with the the forest in general. The way that druids are supposed to be able to talk to it. I can't just do that from a random tree anymore like I used to because of the blight. I'm hoping that if I go to the holiest tree in the whole damn forest, that maybe it's going to be strong enough to talk to me even through it.
Well, yeah, I
Or
guess
what if
what
you
I'm
like
thinking is
corrupt
since
the
we're
holiest
talking.
tree and then kill like everything?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought about that, and I'm kind of worried there, but I also don't know what else to do.
Well, I mean,
Um,
if we're talking to the Cerulean Eye anyway today, maybe we can ask them if during our remaining hours they can like look through their records for anything about someone named Ashira.
that's a great idea.
Not related to the Blightwalkers, but maybe if they have anything that could point us in the right direction, you wouldn't have to risk
I didn't
talking
even
to
think of
them.
that. That's real clever. They might just be able to tell me things that I didn't know about the woods I'm from, which I'd not even considered when we were there before.
Maybe also, Adam, is there a Cerulean Eye temple in Gautera?
I don't know the answer to that, David.
Or David, yeah, David. Because there's only like 7 or 9 or however many monk paths there are in the whole world, and they're usually in like really populated cities. That cities would have like libraries and operas and connections and things like that. So I don't know how big Gautera is.
It's
I'm
like
just trying to think.
Gautera is like a big city, but in like the middle of a lot of not big things. It's not like, it's like
It could be um like a Washington D.C. or it could be like an Akron in Ohio. So it's like
More akin to like Akron or Cleveland.
okay.
it's sort of like, I mean, at least the way that I saw it and thought about it was like,
Hoboken.
So is there a Cerulean Eye temple there?
No, I don't think there would be one there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. If anything, maybe we can ask them. I mean, I don't. They're not obviously not the closest to Galterra, and they might not know anything at all. But it's worth asking since we have to
Yeah,
go back
I
there.
mean, that's a great idea. I never even thought of that.
Sure, if you do have to talk with a special tree, you have definitely enough of understanding of your powers to do that.
Yeah,
So-
and that's the reason that I'm even willing to try it. Like, I wasn't gonna go run into the holy site when I was running away because I couldn't control anything, but I'm hoping I can keep it in check just enough to talk. Because it was really easy before the blight came on to just any plant, the whole damn forest. They're all connected. It's like a big underwater or underground network of energy. Basically, they can all sort of communicate. I could figure out what's happening in one place, or if somebody had walked in, or there were intruders or things like that, just by asking. Because one tree would tell another, would tell another, would tell me.
And so, sorry, I'm just gonna ask this out of character. Arteg is hoping to go to the grove to connect with the like nature again.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, I'm just like confused on following. Is he hoping that doing that will get rid of the blight, or is he hoping that doing that will give him the next step on where to go?
He knows that the wild is somewhere in that big forest, and the only way he knows how to find single things in a giant forest is to just ask the forest where it is. And so he's hoping that by going to the grove, he can ask them, "Hey, where in this forest that you are the heart of is the wild?"
And he doesn't want to go find Ashira.
I don't know if like Ashira is like a dream spirit to him, basically.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like that's someone who's talked to him in dreams. I don't know if he feels like there's an Ashira physicality to find there.
Okay. So back in character. So I guess if you're worried about it too, I mean, you wouldn't be able to like go ask your old tribe, your old herd.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sort of hoping, and it's perhaps a bit of a pipe dream type hope that they don't ever realize we're there, that we can get in and out before we ever hear from them. I didn't leave on good terms with my herd. I got chased out of there by my herd after overhearing them talking about killing me.
Great. So what's the standard on killing them? Just so I know.
Don't
Okay,
to
got
not
it.
to. I'd like to. I don't want either side to hurt the other there. It would be like, the family I cared about, and still, I don't hold anything against them for it or anything like that. Being in a fight with the family I found would be, painful on both ends for me.
Would they be able to sense us since we'll be in the woods where they sense all the living things?
Yeah. And really it's going to be a big question of,
David's big smile.
by all means they should be able to.
They're gonna know we're there.
I've been trying to think through ways to keep them from knowing that. I wondered if I can get to the grove fast enough before we get into any trouble with anything, as long as we don't hurt anything on the way, as long as we sort of get in, go right there, I could just ask the forest not to tell them, and it might be willing to hear me out on that. Like, it's reasonable, it understands, and it might be forgiving in that way.
Howard looks to Kezia and she says, "So your plan is for us to be not destructive in the time that we're there?"
I know it's a big ask, come to think of it.
Wait, but also
I literally don't destroy. I just react to destruction. You take that look back. You take that look back. I see
It's a mountain.
multiple times. No, my only thing. I'll be great at not destroying a forest. I hit stuff with a sword. I can control that. Every time you touch grass, it dies.
Well, not time. He's been better at controlling it too.
Yeah, as long as I don't cast magic, it doesn't.
Oh, sorry. It's been a while since we've played this game.
Well, maybe we can on our boat ride over there. We can think of good strategies to try as a group to help you with this, Artuk.
Like, we could throw
It's
you
not a
in
bad idea.
the air
Or
before
like
you
we
cast a
could
spell.
carry you so that you don't have to touch the grass.
But would that hurt me?
I think that touching the grass won't hurt the grass. Like, stepping on grass doesn't kill grass, really. And there's not a lot of grass. It's sort of a forest floor, like,
Oh.
one way or another, it shouldn't be that hard to. It's not like things are going to attack us there. It's the only thing that you have to fear when you're in those woods is the herd if you're on their bad side. And if you're on the bad side of the herd, then it's not much worth fearing because you're not going to make it out anyway.
We're on the bad side.
We're not on the bad. I mean,
Where
I
have you
We're having to avoid everything.
come again. What was that? Sorry.
Kezia?
Oh,
What'd you say?
we're gonna have to avoid them, like overall.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not super safe to be on the bad side of the herd, and I'm not on the good side of the herd, at least best I can tell now. But it's the herd. You know how I've been for a long time trying to get over having real strict ways I think about everything. How everything's sort of been either the way it is, or good or bad, or black or white. How I've been trying to sort of work with that a little bit. Well, I got raised that way, and there's a set of rules and laws that we follow within the herd and that the herd adheres to. And within the herd, it is absolutely unheard of, unbelievably unheard of. Yeah, it's funny. To break any of those rules. And one of those rules is that a member of the herd can't hurt any other member of the herd or anybody who's being protected by another member. So my hope and my last sort of bastion of hope here is that even if we did run into them, as long as y'all are there with me and you're under my protection, it's not allowed by the herd's laws for them to touch you or hurt me in any way. And they're going to more strictly adhere to those rules than they are their own wills or even lives.
Well, I guess I'm happy that you've been able to start thinking of things in more of a nuanced way, but maybe their kind of strict-mindedness might benefit us if it comes to that.
Yeah, it could be the thing that lets us get in and out alive.
Do you think there's food under the bed or something?
No, he just tries to keep getting under the bed.
Oh, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Don't do it. He'll get stuck.
Yeah, be adorable. He can't get under the bed. He can't get past his shoulders.
That's true. I just don't want to get stuck.
Auntie Mava does return at this point, having just done some quick math. For 10 of you, yeah, I can do it for 82 gold.
It's on me.
Total or per person? Or per crime? Wait, sorry, that was out of instinct.
Crime? No, 82 total.
I got it. You guys are helping me. I'm happy to cover that.
Spending money on me. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Also, that has to be in gold, not electro. Not
Wait,
gold.
how much is it?
In a bag.
82. I hand her 8 pieces of platinum and 2 pieces of gold.
I'm used to being with the rich people.
Jesus.
Fantastic. All right, we'll be leaving probably sometime around 7 p.m.
Perfect.
So be here, have bags packed. If you aren't here when we're leaving, we will leave without you. Cannot stress that enough.
Understood.
Here. What
All right.
time are we leaving?
How do we tell
7.
time?
What?
What?
7 p.m. It'll be right
7.
around sunset.
It's right. Okay.
7 p.m. Eastern time?
It's actually mountain time.
Okay.
Ocean time, baby.
Or not just in the problem. Which is mean.
We're left over from dwarven customs, alright? Time is measured by dwarf time, which is always mountain time.
So you have to go to the Cerulean Eye.
I don't see why we have to split up. We can all go.
Yeah, let's just do them in groups. We got a whole day.
I have no idea what time it is.
It is 6 a.m. You said that you got up at 5 a.m.
Keep wanting to tell Eric to be more serious with this game, but that's just then I know his response will be like, Marion, ADHD.
You remember what happened last session?
All right, so what are the things we have to turn in today? We have one for the Cerulean Eye.
We have one for the Skinner.
Right.
Skinner. He's located in the slaughter pits, and you have to hand him a notice of a fine for overdue parking and animal cruelty.
That's the combo.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Oh,
Oh wait, it's
Actually-
an animal slaughter pit. It's not he's slaughtering.
Well, we don't know actually.
I thought it was animal fighting.
Wasn't Slaughter Pits the place that we could go for like fighting, and then they directed us to the BBB competition instead?
No, I
Yeah.
thought it was. I thought we were betting on animal fights at the slaughter. Pit.
Oh, and we like didn't
and
want to
and,
do
and
that.
then they were like, "Oh, don't worry, we have a nicer sport. It's just people fighting each other in the square."
Is that
I'm
what
gonna
it
make
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna make
I'm
a
not
point
trying to be funny. That's just what happened 2 months ago.
for order of operations here. It's also like 6:30 a.m. and he might not be awake yet, but the library is definitely open, and we don't know where that is, but the library definitely knows that. So we
Or
can ask.
or
Yeah.
consider we go get some breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, I like breakfast sandwiches. We can do that
Oh, yeah.
first.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that on the way.
I mean, we are at the dock. I'm sure there's a great
Oh, like
dog.
cafe stand type of thing.
Yeah, like a schlog. You know the Orcish delicacy? It's a piece of bread with just a whole fish in it.
Oh,
That doesn't sound tasty.
it does.
Well,
to
you
me.
haven't tried it yet.
This is true.
All right, we go and find a cafe.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see
With
one called
Schlog.
Schlog by the sea.
Schlog!
It looks like they're out of Schlog for the day.
Yeah,
They
you
never
gotta get here at like
stock
4
it,
a.m. to
Morak.
get the shit.
They ran out of fish in the port town.
Yeah, they've got very
Actually, no, it's the bread they ran out of.
It means get all the fish.
no like environmentally conservative.
I feel like we should have a channel on here, and it's just called Muted Ramblings. It's for whenever we're in voice chat and whoever can't speak.
Schlog. Anyway, yeah, they're out of bread.
Wait, what? Muted? Like is Will saying something right
Yeah, he's talking.
He's
now?
just
He is?
He's been making comments. Yeah.
Oh.
venturing with a child is so irresponsible.
Oh, right. Okay. Hi, Will.
Anyway,
Did you forget he
After-
was here?
No, I just didn't know what you're talking about with muted ramblings.
So I'll take one schlog, please.
we're out of bread. Sorry, we might get some more in later today. But
I have celiac. I don't need the bread.
so you just want fish? Why'd you order Schlog?
It has the traditional schlog sauce. Schlog sauce.
All right, fine.
sauce.
I'll get you Schlog without bread, sicko.
Thank you. It's keto. I'm trying to keep it lean.
Ah,
So schlog is just like, it's a big fish. It's a big, like 1 foot long fish. They
Okay, I'll
somehow
be right
pulled
back.
all the bones out of it. And that's about it. And then they dunk it in teriyaki sauce. That's the whole thing. And then they put it in a loaf.
Oh, do you have tar here? It's my favorite.
heads to the back. Oh, okay, yeah. We just got a new some more fish in earlier today.
And some more octopus blood.
Well, we have plenty of that, but yes. Would you like fresh octopus blood?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right.
What's a frick?
He goes to the fish tank, kind of
Oh.
like how you see like the lobster tank. He just pulls out a whole octopus and heads to the back.
He picks it up, squeezes it into a cup, and then puts it back in the tank.
Yeah, you guys are served a lovely breakfast of targ and
Schlog.
Schlog without bread, and also there is a
Whatever you want.
Yeah,
You
we're
know.
just eating a delicious, delicious breakfast.
and also there is eggs Benedict on the table as well.
Ew, gross. Well,
I didn't. Some people like it.
and watch her eating his eggs.
It doesn't look bad.
I mean,
It's kind of just like targ, but you take the eggs and you put in fish, and you take the hollandaise and then you put in octopus blood.
I know, but it just looks like they put mayonnaise on top of eggs.
Yeah, there's mayonnaise in targ.
There is?
Yeah, it's what the dairy.
Oh.
Well, actually, mayonnaise is not dairy.
Yeah. We put warm yak milk in the tog, not mayo.
Anyway, this is not as good as Zeka's. Please remind me to tell him. Even his day-old ingredient targ was more beautifully crafted.
Yeah, the what was my made up food schlog?
Schlog.
It's kind of warm. It's unsettling.
Oh.
You see the chef just throw down his fucking his knives and stuff. He overheard it and just walk into the back room.
Your eggs Benedict might be great.
Yeah.
Right? Try it. Tell us if it's great.
Yeah. Autuck, eat
I'll-
pennies.
Gack is your favorite dish.
Gack
Oh,
is my
salted.
favorite dish.
You just were in the mood for some
It's just
slop.
it's like not bad, but they're just a
Sure.
little over salted.
Chalk is a good breakfast.
It's the eggs are fine. They're like if you put a little too much salt on eggs.
Oh.
It's I've had it's acceptable. I'm gonna tip them anyway.
This place seems more like a coffee place to me, so let's get some good drinks to sip on our way out.
Bean soup.
You do see at the side there is one that's there's like a cafe mocha, there's a macchiato, there's an orcish coffee, which is just it's a lot of grog and then 5 shots of espresso all at once.
Nice. Alright, so wait, did Kezia get breakfast? She's the one who maybe she got a breakfast sandwich since she suggested it.
I think she got a breakfast sandwich. I think she's deafened right now, so we'll just move on that assumption.
It's a glass of warm milk to go.
Go.
Yeah, we're taking it and going to the Cerulean Eye.
Oh.
We gotta
Hey,
keep this thing moving.
Autuck, do you want some schlag? And he just takes the fish.
Sure, I'll take it to go, and I'll like hold it by the tail.
Morag doesn't let go of it. He just wants to take a bite.
Oh, sure, I'll eat it out of Morak's fucking hand. It's delicious. I'm a big fan of fish. I think it's great.
Thank you. I'm just glad that in this random port town there are some traditional Orcish foods and bennies.
The sauce is like surprisingly like sweet, but that's
Yeah.
kind of good.
It's mainly sugar.
That makes total sense, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Sugar and fish is a weird combo, but a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, who among us does the best Zeka voice? David, you want to give it a shot?
Zeka.
Hey!
Okay, wait, does he do? It's not like Russian, right?
Well, is me Zeka?
Well, could you ask for? It says they have the beholder latte on the menu, but could you ask for a unicorn latte for me, please? Slovenian, okay, of course.
That was pretty good.
Morag walks up and he's like, 2 unicorn lattes.
Fine. Go walks to the back. You hear a horse whinny in pain for a little bit. See, there's a little bit of blood dripping down the glove. Here you go.
Morak, I
Cool.
promise to make it up to you.
Here you go. Here's one for you. And one for me. It's my one guilty pleasure. Just hate ordering it.
Zeka, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Zeko is too short to meet the counter height.
He's not short.
No, it says this. It must be this tall to ride, and he was just under it.
Moving on to the Cerulean High.
We just finished our drinks as we walk up.
Yep, perfect. But yeah, as if you enter inside, there will once again be Scribe Alec the Ursine monk who is directing the rambling townsfolk of drunkards away. You hear that this time they're a lot less under witchcraft and all that stuff, and they're more complaining about how someone killed a guy and then the Cerulean Eye took the body, and they seem to have very specific complaints about that as you guys walk up. I just don't understand. It was like they just took him. Like they didn't check with anyone else. They didn't check if his family was in there. They just ran up and just took him away. I don't know what to do with that.
Odin to someone saying that, and she's like, they took him away so they could revive him. Go away.
Oh, okay. Why didn't they just tell us? We've been here for 20 minutes asking questions. You know what? I don't like you. I'm leaving.
And
Walk off.
describe Alec, and she's like, is that what they did? Did they take him to revive him?
I mean, they had to check a few things first, but yeah, he's. Well, I won't say he's doing great. He didn't die, but he is back.
You know what? Full upfrontedness. That was accidentally us during that brawl. We didn't realize that it was like a no murder brawl.
To be fair, we were under an enchantment or a curse or something.
Yeah, that we did not realize was on us, and so we just want to make sure
I mean-
everything was okay with the Cerulean and I there.
Well, I mean, we volunteered for the event in case anyone died that we got to study the body before bringing them back, so it worked out just fine for us.
Well, all right.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize for this. It is a shame. He's gonna walk with that limp for the rest of his life. Magic couldn't fix that. Ugh. Anyway, here, let me take you inside. And use
We have something that we need to give to Master Lucaris, but maybe we could just give it to you, and you could give it to Master Lucaris for us, if you don't mind. That would be a great favor.
what is it?
It's just a letter. We were just told to
It's-
give him
yeah.
a letter.
It's like half a ream of paper.
Here's a letter.
It's a long letter. It is a citation. I want to be fully honest with you. It is a citation.
I'm gonna need to get Master Lucalis. I'm sorry. I don't have the authority to fill this out.
No, okay. Well, can you maybe help us with something first? We
sure.
were thinking about if potentially you had anything in your archives, and we might need to meet with like a specific archivist about about the forests south of Gautera, and like specifically any nature magic in those forests, or an oracle named Ashira.
Give me just a minute. I can go probe and see if anyone has, and if any of our forestry department, sorry, if any of our parks and rec department is up to date on any of that.
Or a
yeah,
spirit named the Wild as well. That too.
the wild, Ashira, and just general magic in the forest.
Yeah, south of Yautera. Exactly.
All right, give me a few minutes. Here, Master Lucalis is through that way, and he kind of scampers off after giving you the info.
Thank you.
Yep.
All
Good
right.
luck.
I totally gave that man that limp, didn't I?
Yeah, and because of that, Ode shoves all the reams of paper in Morak's arms. You can give that to Master Lucaris, and we'll be right behind you.
Okay. Well, I want you to know that I feel bad.
Good. That's good to, understand the consequences.
Yeah, I think it was just like,
Why do you feel bad?
well, it's like sparring with Crip. It was like I knew, like I didn't
Kip?
know Crip, Kith,
Chris.
Chris. I think I said that this time.
That's where you turned that man into.
Oh no! It's just more of like I didn't know it was sparring. I don't want to like in combat. I'm fine with like doing whatever it takes to preserve myself, but I didn't realize that it wasn't like that. Working more on my control and everything, and with a friend who I sparred with kind of put me on edge of like, oh, maybe I'm not so good at fighting because he did throw me off a boat. It's just been a lot, you know.
No, I mean, I can relate to that. Like, I was kind of too scared to fight him because I don't really do great with like one-on-one with someone who's stronger than me necessarily. Like, I could kind of like move around to a bunch of like smaller people, but I think we all feel insecurities, and Zeka, maybe this is something you could learn from of seeing someone like understand when to use their full force of power and when to use something in self-defense. And
Right,
and to
all the
we all
time. You should
feel like
always be full force, because otherwise you might die and be scarred for life. That's what I learned from this.
oh, it looks to Morak.
That's a good lesson.
Okay, well,
As
It's
you
like
guys,
if it wasn't him, it would be us. So like it's like him or me, you know, like always.
Were you watching the battle yesterday?
What battle?
The brawl.
Oh,
he was bread drunk again.
You were bread.
yeah,
Okay,
y'all did
well,
great. Y'all
in
killed him. That was
specific
awesome.
scenario, Morak might have used like more deadly force than was necessary.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that maybe apparently Kezia and Zeka could both learn is that deadly force is not always necessary, and it's
But you
not
won.
always that they'll kill us. and we have to kill them first.
You see this short little kobold dude who you recognize from yesterday, and you realize, oh, that's him. You see him begin to slowly limp across the hall. See you guys? He's got an little arm crutch underneath one arm, as he's kind of just moving through. Looks at you guys, and then just slowly moves past you with crutch and arm and moves out the front door, shooting daggers at Morak and Ode. And he's just like leaves the building.
So I know for a fact that I punched that man, but you then did like a scissor kick where you like went on him and flung him.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was super cool.
Maybe I don't need to be putting this on you, Zeka and Kezia. Maybe I'm feeling that I shouldn't have been so like scissor kicky with random citizens.
Yes. What we're trying to
like,
say is when I was sparring with Krith, it was a bullshit move for him to throw me off the boat. You don't do that. It's too far. He knew he won. You don't throw someone off a boat. That's the symbolism of gone too far.
Wait, did you straight up kill a man yesterday?
Yeah, I don't think him throwing you off the boat was gone too. Like you were fine. You had.
You don't throw someone off a boat while you're sparring.
You know what? Maybe we all have things to work.
Did
through.
they
I think it's
kill
great that
someone
we're
yesterday?
Today, I think I
we
did.
were on that boat with Krith, and we didn't set it on fire,
Yeah.
and we had a spar.
I was half awake for that. Two out of 3 times we don't set boats on fire when we're fighting.
That's a good percentage.
But yes, we did accidentally full on kill a man yesterday.
I think that's something that I just don't feel great about.
Yeah, I don't feel great about it either. I don't even
That's
know.
okay. I've killed so many
Hi,
people.
you hear him on his way down the bottom of the steps.
Yeah, you know what, David? I think we're like having a moment here.
Yeah, well, don't kill a guy.
Well,
Don't kill a guy and don't have
Easy for
conversations
you to
in
say,
front of him.
God. You chose for him to die.
I think you guys chose for him to die.
I seriously, I want you guys to know I don't feel great. Like, I think it's, I think there's appropriate responses to things, and okay, I don't want to beat a dead horse, which would also be an overreaction.
Oh, what? Is there a dead horse around here?
No, but there might be if Sonny ever boots back up. Did anybody bring him into the room yesterday, or is he still staring at the corner?
To bed together, and the one big bed that we share.
Oh, yes, I forget. I don't know why you guys keep just like asking for that room. It's quite stinky.
It's warmer though.
Yeah,
It smells bad.
it's
Well,
cold.
that's on
the
you.
coast.
It's cold on the coast.
We're so much further north than normal.
Chuck, is it?
They're laughing so hard
Is
that
it
Discord
cold in
automatically
Belterra?
muted them. That's amazing.
Wait, you did
Not
Yeah.
like
No.
actually, but it softened you guys.
Arteg, is it cold in Galterra? In
Not
Warren?
particularly. I mean, like, it's normal, sort of has its seasons. The woods never like totally get not green, but that's because it's a lot of like
Never totally get knocked. What did you just?
That's an old
sorry.
proverb.
It is an old Orcish proverb. Weirdly, we co-developed it within the herd. No, it stays green most of the time, even though it gets kind of cold. It's like not quite cold enough for everything to drop most of the time, and it's a lot of like evergreeny stuff sometimes too.
Oh, they're like needle trees.
A lot of them are,
Hmm.
not all of it. It gets real thick in the summertime.
Pokey.
Hey, if we find some needle trees, I know how to get the sticky stuff from it.
Cool.
My Ernie taught me how to do it. You drill into it, and then you put a thing in it, and then you boil it.
Ernie, like your silent servant, or Ernie, like Ernilus?
In a way, I guess both, because like Ernie, the silent servant, would like hit me with a stick whenever I did it wrong. So like it was like a lesson of that was when Ernilus wasn't around. Ernie is weirdly sentient. I don't really know what his deal is, if I'm being 100% honest.
Just alone in the woods. Because you decided to try to get sap from a tree and then a floating stick just hit you?
Well, he was probably trying to eat.
Are you sure his stick just didn't fall?
Well, it was like, I guess I can't say for 100% certainty.
Like, you might have just been fucking with a tree and a stick fell on you.
It was just weird that every time that I hit the tree, I got hit with a stick.
Yeah, I would say it was probably Ernie if it happened more than once.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe when I hit the tree, it knocked the stick down, and the stick hit me, you know?
Did it always hit you, like, from above?
Yeah, it was like kind of a hitting the crown of my head situation. I was just like, oh, that's just Ernie being Ernie.
He does have limited ways of communicating, though. I mean, you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to, like, smack him in the butt.
Like, do you think he was angry at you for doing it wrong, or, like, why are you trying to get sap right now?
Well, I was getting the sap so that I could make the sticky stuff. You know? Have you had the stuff? Do you know what the sticky stuff is?
No.
Oh man, we have to get to we got to get to the needles.
The needle? Oh, the needle tree's perfect. They're south.
Pokey spiky
They're
trees.
south of Gautera, so
Yes.
you'll be able to show us how to do that, Zeka.
Yay! I'm sure that won't take up too much time on the episode at all.
It's relevant, because you know if it's Ernest attacking you.
I think we have a whole dedicated to it, actually.
This is the syrup making episode.
Let's
So
go.
you were gonna go give those papers to Master Lucaris, or
Yes.
anyone? Kazio, would you prefer to?
No, I got it.
I hope you guys
Oh, gosh,
understand
we're
that every
talking to
time I keep
different
wanting
people.
to say Master Lucario.
I keep on wanting to say Master Ludacris,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is my favorite rapper.
Master Lululemon, here are your documents.
Oh, it's you guys again. Great. What the hell? Resurrection.
I thought you liked us the last time you saw us.
I did up until she points at Ode got snippy with me at the very end. I was trying to give her some honest to God advice, but these fucking Zoomers out here aren't willing to learn from the older generations. I've been around here for 80 years. He just keeps going.
Oh, it
Well-
just stands there.
Well, here's your documents, and Morak like grabs his hand, puts them in them.
You have been served.
Oh,
Now you're making me have to fill out paperwork. This fucking.
Do we have to get the citations back from him?
no.
This fucking younger generation doesn't know the value of an honest day's work. I'm out here busting my ass
Bye.
day in, day out. Bye.
Just keeps going.
He actually doesn't seem to have noticed. As you guys close the door, you do hear the faintest thing for the next 10 minutes of him continuing his boomer rant.
I like
Now they just leave in the middle of a conversation. Well, I never.
So now we have to go to the slaughter pit.
Sure.
Zeka,
What?
you
What? We're
might-
going to the what?
Wait, hang on. We asked them to gather some info for us.
Yeah, maybe we can see if they have it right now or if we need to come back again.
And if
Yeah.
they don't have it right now, we can ask them where the slaughter pit is.
Oh, yeah.
Because to be fair, yesterday we kind of did ask them at the end of the workday, and it is only like 6:30 in the morning right now. So
Sure.
might have not gotten to it yet.
Well, we just asked them just now for
Yeah.
information on the forest.
Ew.
Yeah. So we asked them like literally like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
they haven't done it yet. Okay, to the slaughter pit.
No, we're going to ask them where the slaughter pit is.
What's the slaughter pit?
Morak looks at a cerulean eye guy and goes, "To the slaughter pit?" Like gesturing outside like a question.
He points to just like there's a sign at the fork in the road that with just an arrow that just says slaughter pit 0.3 miles that way.
I'm going to find Scribe Alec and I'll be right back. And then Ode runs and finds Scribe Alec real quick.
Hello.
Hi, so we're actually gonna leave to do a couple more errands, and give you more time to find information potentially about the woods and stuff. But also something I was wondering about is like since you guys study the Long Death, if maybe you could like give me some reading material so I could like learn from you guys to be like better as a monk in like combat and stuff. Just because we're heading out to here this evening, so I don't have too much time to like train with you, but But I think just like one thing our group is scared of is like wanting to protect ourselves, and I think one thing I think we could all benefit from is like feeling a little more safe without necessarily like needing to do it in a violent way. So maybe if you have any like readings about that, like that's something I could be able to share with my group too.
Sure. Hold on one sec. I'll get out with the rest of that. I'll get a few books together for that as well, or at least condense some notes.
Great.
1 second. He actually reaches into a cupboard, pulls out a little pamphlet. It starts handing to you and says, "Okay, wait a minute. This is gonna seem grim at first. Okay, this is it's meant to be positive." He hands it to you, and it says, "Embracing your own mortality." I need to stress that because it is a hard reach at first.
Yeah, maybe get a calm major, redo the title, and I think you probably have a great pamphlet on your hands.
The fuck is a comm major?
You open the first page and it says, "Let's fucking face it, you're gonna die."
So you're gonna die one day.
Yeah, let's just figure out what stupid way you're gonna do it.
Ode thanks Alec, and since you've been so helpful, we'll come back later today to maybe grab those notes and be able to say goodbye.
Sure thing. Yeah, and I'll see what I can. So it was his stuff with the forest and this kind of combat in our style, kind of just feeling more secure, right? Just want to make sure I'm doing everything. Okay. Yeah, I'll see
Perfect.
what I
Thank you
can
so
pull.
much.
Turn up.
Man, I like this really nice people. I like Alec.
Pretty good. Pretty good. He did
Hey
tell
guys,
you.
have a nice day.
He didn't give you a book
Okay,
saying,
later.
Yeah.
See ya.
well, that's kind of.
Bye.
Oh yeah, you were finding out where the slaughterhouse was. Slaughter pits.
Okay, guys, he pointed to this sign. It says 0.3 miles that way. I'm sure we'll figure out what it is. It seems like a big pit.
As you guys move on further down, just freehand this. Dot, 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 dot.
Oh, he's drawing it for us. How nice.
It is
Ah,
nice.
shit. You went a little too far. There you go. But yeah, as you enter this large
This way.
as you enter this large pavilion, you see immediately not what you were expecting. Kind of just looks like a kind of butcher's pavilion. So, it's not by any means lovely walking in, and it does smell. But, like, you see, like, certain fresh fish, like, cuts of, like, large animalistic beasts. So, like, you see what looks like a large crocodile that has been, like, cut open and is like cuts prepared for it, and it just seems more like an open meat market, which is a strange concept, but D&D is a weird game.
Open meat market.
Open meat market.
That was my nickname in college.
Yeah, I was about to say that, you bastard.
Yeah, you see things like one of the little hill crabs or at least part of it that has been split open.
What do you mean, little hill crab? How big is
Okay,
that?
you know a hermit crab. Okay, a hermit crab relative to a regular crab.
Hermit
So it's
crab.
pretty fucking big still, but it is not the size of a mountain. It's like the size of like an average like a tent at like a flea market.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I just remember the hill crabs were the size of hills, so when
That
you
is
said
why I
little
was
hill
scaling
crab,
it down. It is
like,
big, but not insane. But yeah, you
Yeah.
see like crocodiles. You actually see like those weird beaver things you saw in the caves. Like a couple of them just like out on display. And just as you move around, there's just a good array of like strange food.
Are there any feralids?
Yeah. And you see a few of them. You see a pumpernickel is not looking super jazzed as they pass
I
by
shield
that
his eyes.
particular tent. And then you see pumpernickel trying to fight out of it and like biting like it wants to get towards them.
Oh, I forgot about pumpernickel.
Do we have to tell the captain lady that we also have a large lizard dog?
Well, how big is it?
It's about the size of a golden retriever.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a golden retriever.
Oh.
He grew
And
so
it's
fast.
small, currently.
No, I don't think we need to tell. I mean, how long's the boat trip?
Well, it depends on if you guys are going to mention what Krith looks like, I would say.
Oh yeah.
We told her we had 10 people. We weren't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she asked. She said, "How many people?" We said 10.
Becca, does Pumpernickel listen to you, or should we get like a little like leash for it? That doesn't seem very nice, but what do you think?
David, how successful have I been in my training sessions? David,
It hasn't been
God.
great. I just rolled a D100 for you, Will.
Roll a D100.
I just rolled it. It was a 91. I gotta say, it hasn't been going great. Maybe that's why it keeps trying to eat Byron's foot.
Yeah, but also he keeps marinating his foot.
Tasty, tasty foot.
He keeps sticking his foot in the teriyaki sauce.
But it's not. It's not as though Pumpernickel is a rabid animal. It's more like this thing clearly wants to run around and do whatever the fuck it wants, and you're
It's
having to
like
actively.
you've been raising a wild animal.
Yeah,
Just went to the open meat market.
yeah.
Wants that meat openly.
Open meat market. You see, that was crossed out above the slaughter pit. They changed the name in the recent weeks.
So I look for the guy skinning meats.
Sure, you see this big 8-foot tall crocodile man over in the corner with this big ass meat cleaver covered in animal pelts with various tattoos and a lot of scars on his chest.
So how does he have tattoos and scales?
Tattoos on the parts where there aren't scales, and on the soft underbelly.
You shave her and then you tattoo it and then it grows back. It's just a full body suit. Mr. Skinner, I presume, or Killer Croc as your maiden name.
Hi, my name's Cabal the Skinner. How can I help you?
Alright, we had to give you these letters. It's a notice. It's a notice for animal cruelty. But I don't understand.
Parking violations.
Parking violation. Your horse was in the wrong area, and then apparently you beat the shit out of your horse for being in the wrong area, so it's kind of. You're trying to undo the parking violation. I understand what you're coming from.
We're just.
Well, just the messenger.
You have been served.
Yes.
All right.
Is that your catchphrase this episode?
Yes.
Do you also, speaking of serving, could you serve us up some of that tasty meats?
Wait, so sorry, do you do we heard that the slaughter pits were like animal fighting?
Yes.
Fighting over the animals' low prices, as you can see by the sign over here.
David,
Bargain animals, certain animals that just aren't, quite up to snuff for our cut of meat, then we'll release them and let them go fucking feral against one another.
so is that the animal cruelty thing, actually?
Actually, no, it was related to the horse. I have the license for the animals going, quote, feral.
Oh. Well, I can't say I support that, but if you have the license for it, who are we to come in and say what you should be doing with your animals?
It's a cultural thing. We get it.
That's all I'll need, so it's about the parking and the animal cruelty. Is there anything else I can do for all of you?
Yeah, can we get some of your tasty meats?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have crocodile, we have Farrelid, we have just this weird beaver thing. I have just a whole ass turtle.
Hang on.
It's turtle, you say?
But before this hurdle, just out of character, real quick. Can you imagine if you went to a meat market and you're like, "What do you guys have?" It's like, "We got this weird fucking beaver thing."
That one met the. Imagine when they put in the slaughter pits and that thing met their requirement.
Crocodile? He's a crocodile man.
Yep.
So, like, what does that say?
Well, like Artuk's a cow man.
Yeah. Are you eating beef?
Yeah,
He was eating a hamburger 20 minutes ago.
I'm not a cow.
Big Benedict.
No, he got one on the way.
You can't just make up shit, Eric. Come on, we clearly
Not in our make-em-up scheme.
We did get a
Stop
breakfast
it.
sandwich along the way. That was canonical. So
Yeah.
And the bread was made of beef.
Like I hate to know that, but you can't make stuff up.
Bread was made of beef.
Yeah. I've been raising these crocodiles. They seem to be calmed by the fact that they think that I'm their species. So it makes it a lot easier when I have to take them out.
I've actually never met
Like take him out for a walk.
No, like take him out, like kill them.
Yeah, she gets it.
Or on a date. That's how
But
he
I at
would.
least do it with honor. I have to wrestle them and do it with my bare hands each time. I owe it to them.
Oh, is that how you got that
You
scar?
mean
He
your
comes up
dog
for bare hands.
Does he have bare hands too?
Yeah, he pulls out it's these two big gloves that are keeps
Oh,
them
what?
tender.
As to what Ode was saying, what species are you? I've never met someone like you, and I'm from Cathartus, so we got all the weirdos there.
I've been called a croc folk. I don't know a huge amount of people similar to me. From what I understand, I'm something kind of new. I just kind of wandered in from the wasteland. When I didn't try to eat someone, they were kind of confused. I tried to
Well,
eat
Were you
mashed
walking on all
Wait, your
twos?
parents weren't croc people too?
I think I think I was. I don't know. I don't really know.
because
Have you
Oh.
met your parents?
Oh.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh.
well,
What-
because
what-
we have
You're welcome.
someone in our group who
It's a frog.
also is a kind of a new kind of person, and she gestures to Zeka, and so we're always interested in how kind of new kind of people come to be.
Do you have to pee?
No,
Yeah,
I do.
well, but like I'm not a crocodile.
Well, no, but you're just like a new type of person.
I'm just like a boy with.
You are one of a kind, Zeka.
Thank you. You are also
A
one of
bunch
a
of
kind.
satyrs with goat legs, but you have sheep legs.
Sorry.
There's a bunch of satyrs out there with goat legs, but you have sheep legs. You're different.
Yeah, I said I have sheep legs. I would never say that I have goat legs. That's like my whole character.
Delicious
Um,
goat. He goes to reach for the bear claw.
Mr. Skinner.
What? Wait, sorry. Could I make a joke real quick for
Yeah, of
before you-
course.
What's this T-shirt here that says I have the right to bear arms, and then there's an arrow pointing down?
What?
What?
Like
I
there
thought
are
it
there
was
bear
funny.
arms also, and never mind. Fuck it.
Oh, I think you missed that. They yeah, they did that one.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Well, we did a bare hands joke. We didn't do a bare arms joke.
Yeah,
So no,
that's
really weird.
He then takes the gloves, then they go up real long.
They
It
extend
was
out
a
like
continuation of the joke. It was supposed to be like their arms and their whatever. It's fine.
Anyway. But yeah, I just kind of wandered in. There's been this wizardy kind of dude in town who's been trying to figure that stuff out for me, and meanwhile he just kind of lets me go
What?
out and continue going on about my business, using my
What?
bare arms on every goddamn animal I can get my fucking hands on, and it's pretty great. I love
What?
the
We've
viscera.
been able to make a business out of it. So
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Did you say there was a wizard?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's
Can
what he
can we
calls
like
himself.
come back a little bit?
Yeah. It sounds
Could
like
we
there's a
meet
lot
him?
of lore in this city. It's a shame we have to leave in 12 hours.
I mean, look how beautiful the map is.
Yeah.
It's almost as if this is a setup for something else down the line.
well, could you tell us the wizard's name?
Yeah.
Larry.
No. You need to take your goofiness level and take it down like one notch.
One?
Just like one notch.
Okay.
Mary, consider. You take your goofiness level up by half a notch.
Oh, that,
you ever think about that?
that is a good compromise.
Why don't
Brian.
you meet me in the middle?
Yeah. Here, I'll
His
rub
name
your
would be Theodius Marveli.
Pardon, what?
I'm
Theodius,
sorry?
Theodius Marveli.
Bless you.
That sounds made up.
Does that sound familiar
Yeah.
to me, David?
All names are made
No,
up.
not at all.
Does it
Okay,
sound
good.
familiar to me?
No.
I mean, that sounds like a wizard name to me.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't many wizards left, so I don't think they're going, and they're kind of being hunted like south on the continent. So you probably don't just know wizards.
I
Like
mean,
Morak doesn't know wizards.
that's what he calls himself. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to negotiate.
I mean, I had some like there are a lot of wizards that would come through Ernelis's hut, and I kind of knew a few of them.
I mean, if it makes you, if you want a little more detail, he's a small guy, probably only goes for about 3 gold to the pound. So, you know, we could figure out that. Not a huge amount of hair, so that'll make the process easier for kind of preparing him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wizard.
I am.
Wait, do you just look at dog
What?
people and think about how much you could sell their meat for?
I think you would go for, all told, right around the 6 platinum.
Whoa,
Oh, is that
that's
good
pretty
or
good.
bad?
Yeah,
What?
is that good or bad?
I mean, what race are they?
It kind of just it depends on the people, but really it's more about cost intensive. So like, you know, all that fur on you, that would really hamper it. So it's not like a great effort value on that
Fur?
regard.
Yeah.
He just sells the skin.
Oh, I see.
No, the skin does go, but as for preparing the meat, that all, you know, I have to.
This got more gruesome than the pamphlet in my
Yeah,
pocket.
can we get some dried meat for a boat ride, please?
You all asked. You literally asked me.
Yeah, what kind of meat do you want? Do you want the crocodile?
Yes.
Here you go. Cuts off his own hand.
No, you're barbarian.
No, he
want
hands
the
you
crop meat.
over some very nice little little meat cutlets. It looks like just a pretty nice display of nice spread of options there. Here you
I
go.
really want some
Dried
like
stuff, 'cause we're
protein
going
right
on a
now.
boat and you can't keep it safe for a while. Unless we all want to just gorge on crocodile
Oh,
meat
you know
right
what?
now.
Actually, I see beaver jerky skin right behind you. So we'll take that.
Here you go. That'll be 5 silver, and for the crocodile cutlets, that's gonna be 1 gold. Let's call it 2 gold all told. Anything else I can help you guys with?
Yeah, sure. Do you... Honestly, I just want to know more about you. We got some time.
Okay, I have 15. Sorry, I have 17 gold. So if I pay him 2 gold, I'm gonna have 15 gold. I'll do that. I just want you to know that.
I got the money. I'll pay for it.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Ding, ding. I forgot what I was about to say.
You can ask me about more of my life, but then you guys seemed very
So-
upset when I started talking about it.
No, I'm sorry. She's a bit squeamish about meats. So you said you kind of just came into existence. Do you know what your first memory is? Because we know some people from the waste that you could say kind of just came into existence a little bit ago.
My first memory is probably, I think my first kill. I was chasing after something. At this point, something a little small. Four legs, kind of like shimmering skin. I think they call it a glimmer elk now. Anyway, I was just chasing that down, and I caught it and just tore that shit apart.
Sorry. So your first memory is you in the crocodile person you are now.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. No metal walls or goo chambers or...
Do we count blood and viscera as goo?
What?
No,
We
we
count
don't
blood and
count blood
viscera as good?
viscera.
No,
okay,
or
then
like
no.
people,
Nothing
or
like that,
people
yeah.
with tentacles for faces.
No, but I have killed things with tentacles, but that's more. I mean,
Like
there's
how
a lot
many?
of sea life around here.
Okay, I feel like this is just a random quirky character that showed up to sell us meats.
I have my own
Well,
life. and
I want.
identity.
I would like to meet this wizard.
Yeah, do you know where the wizard is, friend?
Oh,
Theodius.
look, there he is. He's coming by now for a random check. Look at him. Look at him on his way right now, so we don't have to move locations again.
Well, David, that feels a little contrived, don't you?
wouldn't it
I want to
be?
be railroaded.
Okay.
Well, it's not
The wizard
railroading.
doesn't appear. Find him. I have no leads for you.
Whoa, is that him right there?
Oh my gosh, it's a very small man with a wizard hat.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It is a very small, gnomish-looking fellow who seems to be wearing over-the-top wizard robes, kind of like out of Fantasia, but with his big cavalier hat, clearly made for someone a lot bigger than him.
Morak looks over to Zeka and says, "Can you detect magic on him?"
Yes, I do that.
A little bit.
No.
You see, at his side, there's a little bit of just kind of ambient magical energy at his side, and nothing else ringing true right now.
Hi, friend.
Who the fuck are you?
Hello there.
My name's Morak. This is my friend Zeka.
Hi.
Clearly, you're the great wizard of this town.
Well, I'm glad to see I'm getting the respect and recognition I deserve now.
You're Theodius Morvelli?
Marvel but yes.
Marvel, I see.
Yes, Marmalade. We are two amateur mages, if you will, and we'd love to talk with you about how you are somehow doing magic for this area.
Oh, you know, I'm just getting my little practice started here. You know, just it's a little bit of work just beginning. What was your question specifically? I kind of have business with Mr. Cabal the Skinner.
Yeah, just how. Honestly, how are you just doing magic? We know the waste was over here, it kind of destroyed magic in the area. We know that we had a run in with the Weave Scott earlier.
Well, luckily,
this age out here without people knowing. Like,
well, I don't exactly go around bragging about it.
Morak looks at his outfit.
But I just try to keep it quiet. I wasn't here when the tear happened. I kind of migrated this way just to kind of keep an eye on the waste and see what was going on. Luckily, this town isn't exactly best friends with the Weavesguard, and we've got the waste between us and them, so it's not a huge deal yet.
What do you mean you weren't here when the tear happened? What do you mean by that?
Well, where are you right now? What city are you in right now?
Portland, land of Port.
Leon, where were you 2 weeks ago?
I was not here.
Notice how people can move places.
Okay, that's not okay. Listen here, fucko. I was asking.
Oh, we're getting smart with me now, huh?
No. Sorry. I think what he meant to ask is, where were you when the weave broke?
I was out in Alabaster, still under my apprenticeship.
Wait, did the weave not break over there?
I mean, it broke in a magnified sense, but like on the whole, it broke. Yes, but you know.
But like
You said
weren't
you weren't
affected?
in the wastes when the
Your
weave.
eyes are currently glowing. You also can do magic. I'm not an idiot here. All right.
No. I mean, like, so were you not affected at all?
No, I was definitely affected, but I've adapted to my new circumstances.
Oh, all right. I believe
Well,
you.
you said you were visiting Cabal the Skinner. Zeka, I don't know if you had any questions for him about him studying like transmuted people.
Yeah, I'll show him my sheep's feet.
Good Lord.
All right. Relax. I am in a similar boat to Skinner here, and I was wondering if you had learned anything so far.
Well, and he moves kind of the party and him away from Cabal, who has just started tearing into just a new animal. It's bloody. It's getting everywhere. You guys are right in the splash zone if you don't move. Well, I've been trying to kind of figure him out. There are a few people, not too many in Alabaster, more so here in Akelia, that are in a similar spot to you. A little, grievously mutilated by the tear.
That's
But yeah,
grievous.
viciously unable to consider their normal lives. But yeah, Mr. Skinner here, I've been looking into it. It doesn't seem like if he was something else before the tear, I don't know what it was. It seems like all his memories before and currently he was like this. So I've been looking into it, seeing, magical beasts have been popping up here and there out of the wastes. There used to be beavers out in this territory, and now they're violent, murderous things that can propel their own spines. Not spines. What would it be called? Needles? Anyway, the sharp things on their back. But so I'm, working on a bit of a theory that magic might be fucking with him in a unique kind of way.
Do you think it could be the same thing that's fucking with me?
I mean, in the sense of magic has fucked with him on a fundamental level? Probably. I don't know the specifics. I don't know whether he was a guy who's been turned into a crocodile and just lost his memory. I don't know whether he's a crocodile man now. I've never seen one of these before. It's quite exciting. As for you, well, if you're asking the question, I'm guessing you weren't always with these legs?
No, but I have memories of who I was before.
Okay.
It happened like more recently than that.
Like 2-3 years ago, Zeka.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Was this like...
this was
How?
post
Walk me
tear.
through this.
Okay, so I walk him through it.
Interesting. That seems like it was hugely an unsafe experiment.
Yes, and I still don't know what it was, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't ask him. It's kind of stupid that I didn't do that.
Yeah, would kind of have loved to hear that part of this.
In all fairness, he was like 13.
Hugely troubling that you were involved with this.
Well, okay, to be fair, it wasn't me. It was my pet, or pet. It was my sheep, Milosh. And then he started to look like he was being hurt, so I tried to pull him out. And then we kind of I think we intertwined.
Yeah,
You
Zach,
know?
I said this. I'm surprised that Theodius wasn't paying attention, actually.
Oh,
But
right.
I don't.
Really.
Ernalus. Okay, we're gonna take that name down, and I'm going to look into this a little more. Your name was Zeka, right?
No, that's not necessary. That's not.
Like share, where it's just a first name and that's it.
Well, much like that we need to find Ernalus or anything. I think Zeka's just kind of looking for any wizards who study the same type of stuff who might be able to reverse it. Is that still what you're thinking, Zeka?
Yeah.
I mean, seeing as Ernalus definitely died.
What?
What?
Definitely died.
Yes,
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was captured by the Weave Scarred.
and they killed
fuck
him.
that. Oh no, absolutely not dealing with that at all. No.
Yeah, they right. They caught him, but they immediately killed him because they knew he was a powerful big wizard.
Well, I could
yeah, that all
do you
tracks.
want
All
his-
right, hence why I'm not going there.
Nope, because he's
They
dead. He's
absolutely cut out his tongue and cut his hands off, minimum, because they
Yeah.
were the Weave Scarred.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you want his mind number and then you
Nope,
can send
nope,
him?
nope.
Maybe if they had questions for him that could have been involved in an overall plot there, they could have had a reason to keep him alive and just restrained. But you're right. There was probably they just chose to murder him and keep him alive for no reason.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not like the anti-magic stuff is just a switch.
Anyways, thank you so much for your time.
Kind of just lucky. Really glad no one's over analyzing the tactics of someone when they don't know what their goals were. That'd be real shitty to get down a rabbit hole of critiquing them without knowing what their agenda was.
So, Mr. Marvel Eyes, do you know any other wizards who might be studying human transmutation magic? Particularly in this town or in the Gautera area?
Seeing as you're a specialist in this manner.
Definitely not in this town. And my study of it is a little more broad. Tell you what, Zeka, right? Can I have a little bit of your blood? I can put out some feelers and I can try to get in contact with you soon.
Weird. What do you need his blood for?
So I can find him and contact him.
You don't need his blood for that.
Let me
All right,
answer-
fine. Then give me a. I don't fucking no. No. I'm doubling down on this.
Wait. Hang on. Let me answer that question with a question. Wait, like, can I like see if would you mind subjecting yourself to a zone of truth so I can just make sure you're not going to do anything crazy with my blood? Because like this is very serious for me, and I would like to know.
We also are going to come back to this town, so you don't need to worry about contacting him in the future because we will just come and contact you.
Well,
That
Can I-
isn't what.
hey, how
Okay,
about-
hold on.
David.
Stop. Point looks at Kezia. Why would I do that if I don't get to do something I want to do? That's just asking me for a favor, and I met you 10 minutes ago. That isn't the deal. Turning to Zeka. Absolutely. Go ahead. Fire away.
Right, I do that. Zone of truth.
He resists. I mean, no.
see, that's an appropriate precaution.
And I also use it on everyone else in the area just because it's funny.
And you hear immediately on Cabal the Skinner just say, I love killing.
He says, my permit for the animal fights expired last month.
Renewed it yet.
I didn't actually beat up my horse. I just left it in the sun, and that's what constituted the animal cruelty.
In the sun without rolling down the windows.
But yes, Zach, you had some questions for him. He submits willingly.
Okay. What are you going to use this blood to do?
Find you so I can contact you whenever if I find anything about this transformation. Yours.
Okay.
To be clear, not playing the pronoun game. The transformation of your legs.
Do
Can Morak ask questions in Zone of Truth, or does he have to?
No, you can
Yeah,
ask,
we can all
everyone
ask
ask
questions.
questions.
Oh.
You just have to speak truth.
Is there anything else that you could do with his blood?
I mean, that's a little more broad. Like
Any other magic that you could do with his blood other than contacting him?
I couldn't, but other people could.
Okay, that's good to know. Would you be planning on giving this to
of
on
the
other than
Yonti,
yourself?
so they could fuck you up pretty well if they got a hold of this. But I don't know why I would be near them.
Right. And you have no intention of giving this blood to anyone else.
Why would I? I mean, you know what? No. Point and answer. No, I don't.
See?
Okay.
He didn't fuck any boxes.
No boxes were violated by
I
this.
didn't say that
Have you
at
fucked the
all.
box?
Have you ever looked lovingly at a box?
Do you know anything about
Yeah, I'm a human.
the runes in the weaves and the tear in the what's the magical
Forsaken waste.
the Forsaken wastes that have to do with aliens or people with tentacle faces?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Alien
Who
ruins,
do you
alien
like?
wastes.
Who do you like?
The box.
Oh,
Wait, really?
Wow.
Nah, that was a joke. I can't physically say that, so I'll just take the psychic damage. Now, who do I like?
You see a nosebleed happen.
It was worth it for the comedy.
How old are you?
You didn't answer who you liked.
Yeah, who do you like?
my dead wife.
There's
He does. You don't have to answer that question if
It's
you don't
Mr.
want to.
Skinner. That's why he's so interested in him.
What? Oh, I have an actual question. How do you benefit out of this?
well, I've been studying Mr. Skinner over there to trying to understand. You are also magically transformed, so I've kind of reaching a little bit of a dead end for right now. So who knows? Maybe studying ULC, you were changed in this fundamental way pertaining to this, and maybe that'll give me a lead on studying him, or just in general building knowledge. I have friends and some people that I like to share information with just to kind of build the wealth of information in the world. So this could just generally be useful.
All right, I trust you. Here you go. I hand him A vial of blood I already have of my own blood.
You have this.
Earlier we went to a unicorn blood latte place, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could make that. So I started, making vials of blood to test that out later.
That wouldn't make a unicorn latte, Zeka. It makes a Zeka latte.
Right, I wanted to make a Zeka latte, and then we could open up the Zeka latte store, and it would taste good and shit.
Puts it in one of his many pockets on the inside of his cloak. Alright. Oh, also, pulls out a vial filled with his own blood. Oh wait, puts it back. You saw very quickly, that was called Theodius Latte. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. I
Did
didn't
you
even think about that.
apprentice under in the city that you said you were apprenticing in?
Alabaster, I was apprenticing under my great-grandpappy, George Marveleye.
Is Marveleye a stage name?
What? No, it's my last name. What's
I don't
your
know.
last name?
I don't have one.
Alright, so don't judge mine.
Just curious.
Can't judge
Oh,
what you
no,
don't
really,
have,
you
you know what I'm
basically
saying?
said, oh, your name sounds fake. You mean
Yeah.
I don't
My
like-
It sounds like
name is-
marvelous. Like it's a
Shoe
stage name.
Songbird, so
I think
maybe
that's
she
I
was
think
just
that's a
commenting
great
on.
last name.
Maybe she was
It's
just
the number.
commenting.
It's like the number 2.
No, it's not. I that's a fine question, Kezia.
I think I'm perked up, you just make fun of my name, but whatever, we're moving on.
Well, yeah, let me know if you figure anything out.
We'll
If you
see.
have any questions, I'm happy to answer them about my transformation.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll try to keep ears to the ground. No promises on any progress. We'll see which plot threads are explored down the line.
What do you mean by that?
What? He fades into the distance.
Oh, whoa! He was like 400 feet away the whole time. That's crazy.
Cool. Well, that was all of our volunteer tasks.
Yeah, I wonder if that business bureau guy, I forget his name,
Mr. Balthazar.
Balthazar. I wonder if we'll run into him while walking in the town, like he said.
He did
Wait,
say
is that him right there?
Oh my gosh, it is! He's eating an ice cream cone.
Oh, ice cream sounds so good.
Hello there.
Hello.
So-
Sorry.
We did your stuff. We gave him all the papers.
Cool.
High five.
Yeah.
We'll see you maybe. We got to go get a boat in a little bit. So
No, we'd better not see each other. All right. Go.
Oh, well, geez. I thought we got along pretty well, but
I
whatever.
feel like we kind of
Do
buried
not
that.
forget the context for this entire encounter. You all really fucked with my day yesterday and had to fix it. We're cool now, but you guys got to give it a little bit of time to simmer.
Random question.
Yeah.
You seem kind of older. How long do you have till retirement?
I'm 17.
Yeah, but it's different depending on the ages of creatures.
You're right. You're right. The gnomic pension structure. I've still got about another 223 years of this before I
And
can
we'll
retire.
definitely be here if we ever come back. It's not retired yet.
Well, all we have to do is
Unless he dies of not old age.
visitor bureau property when we come back.
But you keep hearing what Kezia says. She loves
mean-
learning things.
I mean, there is a statute of limitation. You're not banned from this city for paying your civic duty. I'm just asking you to leave today and give some time to simmer and
Oh,
not break the law when you get back.
Oh no! The way you were saying it, of like I better not see you here again. It seemed like you didn't want us
Saying
back.
you were gonna stay like a couple days longer. I thought you were going against the entire spirit of you guys are getting out of here, and that was part of why we were being lenient on you. Sorry, that was on me, miscommunicating.
No, I feel like it was on me not understanding what you were saying.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's on
I'm
me.
sorry.
Okay, bye.
We'll go now.
Bye.
So, Kezia, is there anything you want to do while we're in the city and we have a couple hours to kill before
Do you
we
want
get
to come
the
see
boat?
the tea place that Sunny and I went to yesterday?
Sure.
This doesn't sound fun
Yeah.
for Sunny at all. He can't drink things.
Well, he mostly came with me. They had some interesting tea, which I think you might enjoy.
Ooh, yeah. Why don't we all go? Artek, I
Right.
bet you would like tea.
Yeah, I do like tea.
Like water.
As you guys all make your way to the boiled kettle, the of course pretty nice artisan tea place, you do see some immaculately set up tea kettles all along the wall in a variety of styles: orcish, gnomish, goblin. The goblin one is just a sheer metal box. It's entirely utilitarian. The elvish is incredibly beautifully made and not usable in any way at all. It's pure ornamental. And then there's the orcish and human ones, which look shockingly similar, but kind of just different brutalist versus more classical art philosophy.
As we kind of get to the front door, I kind of like open the door and I just look in really quick, and then I lean back and I'm like, so Savannah's not here, which is good because I didn't get into a tiff, but I got into a little bit of a tiff with her yesterday. Not like fist fight or anything, but she was just so rude to somebody. Oh my goodness. So she's not here though, so we're good.
What did she say that was so rude?
Honestly, I don't remember. I think I was just itching for a fight.
Maybe you drank fight tea by accident.
Mm.
We should get you some anti-arsonist tea to bring on the road with us while we're here.
I am not an arson. I say quietly. I should whisper. I walk inside.
I'm not an arson. My name's Kezia.
And I go sit at like a table.
Stranger is gonna be named an arson.
I like wave to the little hostess and I'm like, there's like 5 of us today. Thank you.
Oh, hi again.
Hi.
Would you like
Wait.
would you like your fight tea today again?
Shh, no, of course not. No, but
Stop it!
you know the tea, the hi.
I'll find the cocaine, sure. Oh, okay, she turned away.
Oh yeah, I think her family's talking to her.
Well, what can I get for all of you? You know,
You should get her the catnip tea.
we've got some catnip tea, chamomile tea, motor oil tea. We've got some fungal tea. We've got ones that are just a bunch of water. David doesn't know tea very well, so he's out of his depth entirely.
Just
Which one was for Morak?
None.
Oh, did you said motor oil tea?
that one's.
I was thinking of Sunny.
Yeah.
Is it official motor oil brand?
Oh, it's Delphinus brand motor tea.
Do you have buffing your brains and brawn tea?
I want. Can I
Truly.
get the homeopathic tea? You just put tea leaves next to a cup of water, and then you just let it sit there for a while.
One moment. You see a charcuterie board of tea leaves presented before Morak.
Ooh.
Try that the cat person tea, because I'm a cat person.
Oh, okay. One moment. You see a number of tea options.
Because I'm a girl.
Is that what it was called, Kezia?
It's catnip tea.
Yeah,
Catnip.
but it's catnip.
You're gonna get fucked up.
I haven't heard of catnip.
You ever heard of catnip?
No.
You see, this is shady cat man.
You see,
You're playing. And remember, did your character have personality traits? What are personality traits? Have you played to those at all? Like, Owen is curious and inquisitive. Is this why I ask questions? You're just a goofball.
as you pull up, you see the catnip tea presented next to it, and right alongside it, you see what looks like a blunt that's clearly filled with catnip.
Oh, so do you put it in the water? Do you smoke it?
You drink the tea and then you smoke the blunt, and you just light it up.
Okay, well, Kezia, your skills will come into handy here. Unless you got that anti-arsonist tea.
You see her putting a box of it down, actually.
Alright, light me up.
I don't think I can sigh harder than that. Oh,
Oh, 1 second. We have sigh harder tea.
no.
What
wait,
is this? But
hey,
hey,
first. I'll drink. Owen starts drinking the
It's
tea.
actually it's just black tea. She just keeps putting it in different bags.
It's just black tea. It's the whole store is just black tea.
Anyway, we also sell pot brownies.
What's
Does
that?
anyone care?
What is everyone else getting as I'm drinking my tea?
What's a pop brownie?
It's a dessert. A lot of people like them.
Can I have one?
No.
Why
No.
not?
No.
Why not? Why
No.
not? It sounds good. I like brownies.
Oh, it's because you have to get it when you have a girlfriend, Zeka.
Could we get a stove brownie instead?
Can I just have some oolong?
Sure. Give me 1 second. Wink.
Oh,
Why do you want Mulan?
Oolong, tea. I just
Oh.
wanted some oolong, that's
Oh.
all.
How long
Oh,
is
sure
it?
thing. She brings you out a bit of tea, and you see the cup is very tall. That'll take a long time to get through.
I
Ooh,
was thinking that exact
long.
joke, David, and I'm not proud of it. Uh, you just have Earl Grey or something.
Here you go. It's once again just black tea.
Thank you. It's okay.
Do you have green?
Sure. He gets a bit of food dye, puts it in the black tea.
Do you have chai?
Yeah, actually, he just pulls out regular chai tea.
That's because chai is a type of black tea.
It's a spiced black tea.
Fuck, I don't know tea at all.
I'll take the chai.
One
See-
second, hold on.
You see Morag burn his tongue, and he's like, "Oh God,
Wait, what did you get? Sorry.
I got Earl Grey."
Oh.
There's just in Orc culture, like tea is very significant. You have to put on like a very elaborate outfit. You
Well-
have to.
Do you want to get cat person tea also and see how it affects you? Because right now I'm just drinking the water and it's just yummy tea. But I haven't gotten to the smoking part yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a cat person tea. You know,
Why is
like,
it called cat person tea?
because he's a cat person and she has tea.
But isn't she called like not just a cat person?
I think I'm also called a
An ode.
tabaxi. So I was trying to. I know there's a Skyrim word that I keep calling.
Khajiit.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes we're also called Khajiits.
But in Orcish, we do just say cat person.
Is David here?
He said he just had to. He said he'd be right back. He needed to turn his camera off briefly.
Oh. Wait, so
So-
what did everyone else get? I was reading about catnip.
He got oolong and
Arson.
Just basic tea.
she got anti-arson and pro-arson, so it's just kind of like it's an upper and downer, so she's just vibing.
It's just
Just vibing.
all black tea.
Aren't there like in like Japanese tea traditions? Aren't there like super like elaborate tea ceremonies and stuff?
Absolutely.
Imagining that Morag isn't that into tea because he had to do a bunch of those as a kid, and he's just like, I just don't want tea. It just brings up memories of just having a lot of effort to
Yeah,
drink hot
they're like
water.
horribly convoluted. Like, I mean, they're cool, but like, there's some of them you have to like crawl through a small hole into a building and then like kneel on wood for large, like long portions of time.
Yeah. See, Morag's not into tea because
That totally makes sense. That's
he has
super
to do shit like that.
good flavor.
Yeah. So when we go to an Orcish city, we should do a tea ceremony. David, just make it so convoluted.
Oh, don't worry. I'm really good at making things overly
It'll
complicated.
be as long as the sap making episode.
Yeah, David, we're never gonna let the campaign end.
All right.
Even when your age is past wanting to run it. Oh, it starts smoking the joint part of the catnip tea.
Are we doing a puff puff pass, or should I get my own?
I mean, I like the whole tea beforehand, so I think you should. Clearly, the tea was meant to be paired with.
With the blunt.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I also get a cat person? I think we'll all take a cat person tea.
Why not?
Okay. Full round of catnip and catnip blunts.
Kezia, are you having one?
No.
Oh,
I've got the stove brownie coming in, so I think we're good.
Yeah,
Speaking of, you do see, Kezia, you actually see 2 brownies come before you. You see one that's labeled stove. The other one is the winking emoji.
Okay, I give Zeka the stove brownie,
Zeka greedily gobbles it up.
and I take the winky brownie.
Wink. It's filled with.
It's spelled out actually. It's not the winky emoji.
It just says winky emoji.
It just says wink on it. Yeah.
Alrighty. As you guys go around, Ode starts to have a good time.
I think Ode's the type of person who's like me and would be like, yeah, I don't think it's doing anything. It's just like.
It's not doing anything though, but my face feels funny.
Yeah, rub it against my face. Ooh, rub it against your face. It's really good.
Guys, just rub your face.
Morak and Artuk, do you smoke your catnip blunts?
Oh yeah.
Why
It
not?
isn't great. It isn't great.
Yeah.
It doesn't do a whole lot. You don't know what Ode is up to right now.
Are you guys like, having a great time? It's not like it's doing anything to me. It's just that I'm having a great time.
I mean, like it's a habit. I mean, I think it's more designed for cat people, honestly. I assumed a cow person would be a little bit more affected it, but I'm kind of just like a person.
I think that we're like all kind of like the same type of people. You know, like we all talk. We all have souls. And even Sunny has a soul.
But he has no flesh.
Well, but I feel like you're not listening. Like, we're all.
Maybe it is hitting me.
Oh my gosh, Kezia! Thank you so much for introducing me to catnip tea. I never would have thought to get it because I usually don't like getting things that are for cat people specifically. But this has helped me realize that, like, I'm more than just a cat person because we're all the same soul. We're all
Just
cat
remember this
people.
feeling. Just remember this feeling
Yeah.
for in like
Like,
2 hours,
I
okay?
feel like full of appreciation for you. Like, and then just gives Kezia a big hug.
Oh,
Like, thank you, Kezia.
oh, this is nice.
Aw.
This is nice.
Kezia, your winky face brownie starts kicking in right about this moment.
Oh, this is
Thank you.
very
Take a bow to
nice.
We're rubbing each other's faces.
Yeah. Touch my face. Touch my face.
Okay. Oh, you're soft as I imagined.
We've touched before.
Yes, but not face. Not
That's
face. I just
true.
boop her nose.
Oh, that was lovely.
Zeka just finishes his brownie. I don't think it's affecting me.
Do you want the rest of mine?
Oh, I shouldn't.
Oh, but come on.
No,
Okay.
I should my character.
I feel like we just end up spending like an hour here, just like tripping.
You guys come danger.
Yeah, can we spend until like 6 p.m. here?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, do you guys have anything else you want to do, or are we like?
I'm gonna run back to the Cerulean Eye and get the notes from Alec.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
way out, and then head to the boat. And that's it.
Okay, then. Yeah, you guys spend a long time here in this cafe, kind of just winding down. At about 5:55, you remember, oh god, our boat leaves at like 6. So you have a mad scramble at the very end. And
Nice.
going back around and darting all over the city.
Does
But
it get here at 7?
You go get Sunny, and I've got to go to the Cerulean Eye one more time, and I'll meet you at the port.
Okay, I wasn't even tripping. This is just irresponsible on me and Autark's parts.
Yeah, I was just not thinking.
Doesn't it leave
Go
at
get Sunny,
7?
go get Sunny.
Okay.
Sorry, what'd you say, Kezia?
Doesn't it leave at 7?
Okay, it does leave at 7.
We don't know that.
It leaves at 6.
as you
It
guys
definitely
run-
does leave at 7, though.
As you guys
I feel
rush
like
over-
everybody else is just like, no, Kezia, it definitely leaves at 6. And I'm just like,
Kezia, they said 6. Like, for sure. We have to be there. Run,
why
run
don't you
now.
believe me?
You guys arrive, it takes a mad scramble all over town, and you're just praying that Auntie Mava is still there when you arrive at 6:30. And you see they're still loading up cargo onto the boat. It's only like 2 more boxes left. And Auntie Mava turns towards you all and says, "Oh, you guys are early. That's great. All right, can you help us with this last box?"
Oh, Kezia, you were super right. I'm so sorry. That we should trust you more, I think, is what we learned.
With that, we fade to black and the session closes as you all board the reliable guests and make your way away.